There you go. All right. What's good, y'all? This is Sports Freaks back, quarantine part 2. The good man.
Yo.
Do-rag vibes.
Yo.
I'm not asking enough for this segment.
I'm not rocking and do
What you got? Have your lotion on, bro. You got your lotion on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Temp.
You know what I mean?
He said I got a temp though. I hear you.
Okay.
We back. It's your boy KM.
What it do, Tweeze? What it do, Tweeze?
I'm here, baby.
We are back for, you know what I'm saying, another Zoom episode. Once again, it's Sports Freaks. This is Mique on the mix here.
Quarantine.
You know, how y'all been doing past couple of days? Y'all eating healthy, drinking your green juice, drinking your orange juice?
Man, I've been good. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Folks,
good vitamins.
Cooking up every day. We've been taking this time to come up with new stuff. So
Gotcha.
I'm smoking too much.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
I'm smoking too much. There's nothing else to do. I'm mad. Smoking too much.
Man, for sure. Smoking too much.
I'm in hot tea and you mad turmeric in my system. You feel me? So
keeping it.
Oh, see,
keeping it organic.
Yes, sir.
I feel you, organic.
Yes, sir. I got a little. What's it? Some lime juice and something else in here. Lime juice and tea and lemonade.
Oh, okay. Look at
Little
you.
mix.
Okay.
West Hollywood.
That sounds very grown.
West Hollywood. All right.
Food in my hotel. I'm wearing a hotel log. Yeah, all that.
Yeah, man. We had another great Instagram battle, IG live battle.
Yes, hip hop needed that. Hip hop in the building.
It was fire.
Definitely needed for the culture. Definitely needed.
Check it.
I caught about like this nigga.
I caught a vibe.
Catch your vibe. Go up.
I ain't gonna do that shit.
Yeah, my man gave you the intro and all that.
Intro A1 though, intro A1.
All right, Mique getting his Serato skills.
Okay, Mique.
I'm fucking with y'all.
What's your Corona's skill set?
But nah, I caught like about 35 minutes of it, and
no, I was tuned in.
I know you were, yeah, for sure.
Hey,
see this right here? You know how to represent.
Dying with that post preparing for the battle.
Bro, hilarious.
He slow scanned up from the butter, so it's on.
Perfect. It's perfect. Had to go on the page.
It was great.
Nah, that was funny.
Perfect.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about it. I was like, I got all these outfits. I was in my crib laughing. My mother was like, "What you laughing at?" I was like, "No, I'm about to just do something wild." So I went in the closet, found the hat, found a hoodie, found my old fatigue jump. I'm gonna just throw with the do-rag on.
No, that's it for sure, bro. That's hilarious, bro.
I was kind of mad because I ain't gonna say I was mad, but I did a set on Periscope, like a little preset of Premier and Risen. I ain't had nobody tune in on me, bro.
Hey man,
I took it to the gram. We had like 3 viewers. I was like, all right, I get my name popping out here a little more.
Man, no, next time the key is take it to the group chat, take it to the outside interactions, and what they'll do is they'll push it up.
Yeah, no, I was just having some fun with it though.
I didn't even know that's what you was doing. I would, tuned in.
And I was going in.
He said,
I was shocked at myself. I was like, oh, no, I'm in a little bag right now.
Surprised you had that set with you. You ain't know you. I'm tell you, I'm bringing it out. I'm about to coin it. It's your Corona skill set or the Rona skill set. Some shit that's popping up. You find out you could do it during the Rona season.
But it's crazy because my library is literally a lot of RZA joints. Primo. I got like 200 Primo instrumentals, bro. I just like my hard drive is my library is crazy. So like just about every song they played on they battle, I have.
You had that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely has that.
Who took that? Who took that for y'all?
No. Well, how about this? Let's start first. What was your expectations for the other jump?
My expectations were I didn't know they was gonna have a like shit together for real. My man RZA had the mic. You know what I'm saying?
With that Bobby Digital fit.
You hear me? And they looking like
Bobby Digital
new edition.
That's a difference. It's a difference between RZA and Bobby Digital. You know, RZA back in the day, he was hoodie fanged out, dust blended out.
Bobby Digital's like bow tie, white shirt.
Give my man a top hat. You hear me?
Top hat. and they ruin your song.
What up, God? What up, God? Bong bong.
But nah, like
bong bong.
Bing bong. See, we're gonna move like this. No. What was I gonna say?
You talking about how they came prepared.
Yeah, I just like it. I like how it was prepared. I like how Premier had all his vinyls out, and all his records ready.
It was pretty presentation from that point.
Great, sure. Bro. That was great. Like, yeah, it's just like you can only sit there and just watch it and just smile. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be a real hip hop fan. You know, really.
Yeah, I think that. Like I said last night. I said, we won. The people won. Hip hop won.
Yeah, that wasn't a battle for real. That was a showcase. There's a difference.
But I was saying, but what was you expecting? Like, what was you expecting it to go? Was you expecting it to like, somebody would come out the gate with the haymakers, or somebody that was gonna be cool?
You know what? I always had for that particular battle. I knew there was an appreciation for both producers.
Right.
Like they both appreciate each other for real. So I knew it was, like I said, gonna be more of a showcase than a battle. You know, I kind of knew that. That's why I'm kind of waiting for this next one, because I know it's not gonna be a showcase.
Okay, you ready for the more like for the juggler vibes?
Yeah, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. This was great. You know, it was a good 30, 35, 40-minute watch for myself. But
yeah, it was. I
want to see niggas talking some shit to each other.
Mm-hmm.
At the same token,
mm-hmm.
And I think we're gonna get that in the next battle.
It's about Riley and oh no.
It's worth it though. It's worth it though.
But it's gonna be like the most sophisticated, like slick talk. Babyface gonna be in a suit with a nice little glass or something like.
And the flyer, the way that it looked, like the way it is coming across, it looks like okay.
Yeah, you know, Teddy gonna have his little goatee, lined up and shit. You know, damn. Nah, on the real though, what was I gonna say? I just, I think it's just going to be a little more competitive, like I said, whereas this one was kind of like a celebration. We don't need to celebrate Teddy Riley and Babyface. They do that every day on the radio still.
Yeah.
So,
but I even think with the RZA and Primo joint, I do like the fact that they both were revealing stuff about, yo, when you put this joint in, I was like, oh shit, so I got to go back in the lab and boom, boom, boom.
That's like exactly what I'm talking about. See.
More commentary.
What I know though is I know Teddy, like Babyface is going to play something and Teddy's going to be like, oh no, I feel that. And like we booked at the studio next door, and then we made this hit. Like that's what I'm waiting for. I want that.
I noticed that too. The R&B joints are a little more competitive. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
I personally think that comes from the fact that it's easier, or not even easier, I should say. There's just more to be a fanatic about when you're talking about R&B production or R&B writing, or it's like it's easier for me to catch, like it's less about nostalgia and more about like that feeling when that music comes on. Where so like when we're doing the hip hop battles, it's like, oh, house pod, oh, I remember that vibe. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like as deep or heavy. It's more like, quick fun.
Yeah.
No facts.
There's a couple of them poking their chest out. Rodney Jerkins poking his chest out. Who else?
Nobody wants to battle. I take Diddy and Rodney.
You said Diddy?
Yeah, that would be a fair fight. Diddy and Rodney.
No. If Diddy was getting it, he got to go against like Dre or something. Or like Dupree. Dre or Dupree. That's only two. Are you
serious? You don't think Rodney Jerkins has enough hits to go against Diddy?
I mean, but it's Diddy though.
But it's like
they in two different lanes. They in two different lanes though. Like,
are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jerkins ain't that much hip hop like that. That's what I'm saying.
And you know what I'm saying? Same for Diddy.
But Diddy started out doing R&B for real.
Right. So it would be a.
But what I'm saying is like, but still like Brian Jenkins, Rodney Jerkins and Brian Michael Cox, that'd have been a nice.
See, I think Rodney will wash him.
You think Ryan will watch Brian Michael Cox though?
Michael Jackson.
No, I looked up both their lists, y'all. I don't
Invincible.
know. I don't know. It's one of them joints that you got to order it right. You got to put it in the right sequence.
Bro, he did Invincible.
Who?
Barney Jerkins.
What, Butterfly and all that? All right, Rock My World. Okay, cool. Yeah, but I'm saying that's like, you pull out Michael Jackson joint now. That's like a super joker, like a super cheat code.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're allowed to do that though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's Brian Michael Cox gonna pull out? What?
Oh, he got a couple Mary J joints.
Burn, Be Without You.
Uh-huh.
Same thing that Jermaine would pull out.
Basically, like for the most part, yeah, it's the same thing. So really, it should be Jermaine versus
Rodney Jerkins.
Rodney Jerkins, yeah.
Mm.
That would be
Jermaine Dupri. I think if Jermaine Dupri jump into it, I think a lot of people won't really appreciate what he's really,
everything. He's done everything.
He's really done. Because most people now, this generation probably know him from Bow Wow to dating Janet Jackson. What's that little show? What's the show he got on TV?
Rap Game.
Yeah. So
the Rap Game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody off that joint popped though for the most part.
Mm-hmm. So I think, but that'd be a good battle though too.
Yeah, we gotta get Jermaine some props in this joint too. He could smack a lot of niggas too. Maybe Jermaine and Diddy.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Jermaine and Diddy,
because he could definitely smack Diddy.
I think that's actually a very good. That's a good matchup when we talk about Jermaine and Diddy, because they both dibble dabble and getting the verse written for them here there, or right, getting on the track. They got records they can play like that.
Right.
They got both. They got both
produced records.
Exactly.
They got everything the same. They got ammo from all arsenals.
Right.
Like that.
Everywhere. I'm trying to tell you. This nigga Jermaine can go everywhere. He can go everywhere.
So let me ask y'all this then. What y'all wearing to the Teddy Riley and
see
face battle? We suited and booted up.
You already know I'm gonna go in my pop's closet since I'm back in quarantine. With the family. I'm gonna come in my pop's closet and probably get one of them Jones where you gotta put the cufflinks.
Right.
You hear me?
With the good cologne.
Good cologne, get some juke.
Uh-huh.
Cool Which one of these battles is most suited for us to invite Big Ron? Which one should Big Ron be sitting in and all? I still remember him showing us those DJs. I still think about that, and I can imagine what.
Hold up. What was the question again? One more time.
Which battle do you think of all these battles would be best suited for us to invite your father to sit in with?
This one for sure. This one.
Right. It sounds right. It sounds like
he's a dancing ass nigga. He's a DJing ass nigga. So like, the crack raps and the coke raps.
Exactly.
By that time,
my father, my dad he probably in the middle of both. I could take it to the Teddy Riley joint, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he probably be a little more suit. His style is a little more risen primo joint.
Coke raps.
Yeah.
Understood.
Drug raps. It's cool.
He's after the Mason Dixon line.
My dad, one of them dudes. He'll play like the Spinners and Isley Brothers and Isaac Hayes. You know what I'm saying? He'll turn on some DMX and some Nas. I'm like, that's where I get it from.
Yeah, basically.
Full switches. Heard you.
Man, my pops is very eclectic as well. But like I said, he had already like had kids and shit. And then like he had a little girl. So like once he had my sister, it was over for the coke raps and pop that pussy and 2 Live Crew and all that good stuff. And then they got into Kirk Franklin.
Oh, Kirk Franklin got some slappers though.
And Fred Hammond and
what?
Kyle Walker. And when they went there, where I went, they go there. I'm like, nah, I'm trying to go back to the coke raps. What you talking about? My cousins are all showing me Jay-Z and shit. Like,
you gotta sneak the CD in the house.
You hear me?
Did y'all have to sneak parental advisory records in the house, and y'all were good?
I was good. My pops didn't care. Like my pops was just on some like, don't let your grandmother see it, but my pops didn't care.
My mother was Jamaican, didn't understand it. Not a chance until the first parental advisory record I had was It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
What a first one.
Yeah, it was great. It was different.
Yeah, my first was No Way Out. P. Diddy, my first was No Way Out.
Okay.
So I got my first 2 CDs was No Way Out and Big Willie Style, Will Smith.
Nice.
I can't ignore Big Willie Style. I definitely had that, y'all.
Yeah, but there was no parental advisory sticker on that.
Not a chance. Didn't need it.
Right.
So my grandmother was like, "Oh, listen to the Big Willie Style." But then this, you gotta think, when I had the CD, when all about this was like, I got it when it came out. So like all about the Benjamins was once I was sneaking listening all about the Benjamins and the joints with Mace on it.
See, yeah, you smart. See, like, okay,
good planning.
I was always privy to like the radio and shit. So like, I never felt like I needed to go buy a CD, because I wasn't probably gonna listen to those other tracks, right? Yeah. But then I got older and went back. Yeah. Took some from my cousins and like friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? They would, finesse it for me or whatever. And then I got privy to the internet because I always had a computer in my house early. So like I was downloading music like 2001. You feel me? Like by 2001, I already had the catalog, the Coke raps, all the old shit that I needed, the Prince. I had it.
You was on dial up back then?
No. Nigga, we had high-speed internet in 2001.
Oh, y'all had money.
Get the fuck out of here. Nah. You just got to remember what Pops do. Pops be working in computers and shit. So we always just had computers around. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I was lucky enough to come into that apartment too. Like my mother is an accountant. So I was able to always scrounge up a computer.
In 2001, did I even have internet in the crib? If we did, it was definitely dial up. Or what was the jump before DSL? Was it DSL or what was the jump before that?
That's what I had, DSL for sure.
DSL was like that. It was dial up.
And it what was it called? Net something?
Net Zero.
Yeah.
Net Zero. That was that shit. I know what you're talking about.
These youngers don't know about that. All they care about is Xfinity.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about. They have Xfinity on demand. Is actually like crazy when you really think about it. Like,
I bugged out when that first came out. I was like, oh, I can rewind and jump now. Oh, this is lit.
Bro, these kids don't even appreciate none of that shit. All them niggas know is LTE. All them niggas know, bro.
They data.
Bro, I'll never forget, bro, being in the crib and like having to get off my game because my mom needed to use the phone.
Oh, they don't remember that.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna really throw it back. This everybody month right here. Right. You couldn't change the channel because they recording the stories while they was at work.
They're not even home. That was the most painful thing, is that they're not even here. I can't watch no other program. I ended up being very privy to what was going on Young and the Restless.
Oh my God, bro.
I know them characters.
I know those guys. I know Victor.
You know what I'm saying?
I know all of them.
It's not right.
It used to blow. And it'd be like, so stories got off at like 4. So we would get out of school by like 2:30, 3 o'clock. So you try and watch something, you got.
Damn. The thing is, I wanted to watch Guts. That was my thing. I still remember to this day. Guts used to come on at 5.
Legends of the Hidden Temple face.
And my mother, little Jamaican ass, always want to watch Judge Judy. And at all costs, Judge Judy got to get recorded. And like when she talked to them, so like, yo, you're not home. You missed it. I'm trying to watch Guts. You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing for me.
So you had to leave the TV off.
So this goes deep. I used to take my cordless phone. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to leave. So I used to take the cordless phone. Right. Boom. I'm next door with it. I'm next door. I'm watching TV and all that.
30
phone
minutes.
I'm back in the house. You know what I'm saying?
30 minutes.
Yes, sir.
They don't know about the cable box. We had the A side and the B side. They don't know about that.
Oh, shit.
If you real sneaky, you go like channel 80. You might see something you weren't supposed to see.
Get up early, get up, click.
So look, I remember we had them joints, right? And then we moved. We went to a whole new spot, and they had a different whole cable system. And they were like, "You guys want to try a digital cable, right?" Yeah, Pops was like, "Yeah, whatever, bet." Bruh, I had a digital cable, right? And there was this channel called Noggin, and it had this show on it called Degrassi. Bro, why was I the only kid in school that seen Degrassi, bro? Like for like a year. like the only kid, bro. And I was trying to tell other kids, like, bro, you don't got this channel, bro.
y'all missing it. Y'all missing it. I'm not gonna lie. I saw Noggin not because I had it in the house. I got pneumonia.
Damn.
I got pneumonia, and I ended up going to the hospital. I'm at the doctor's office for a week, and I watched Degrassi for the first time, and I watched the entire thing. You know, I used to play like those marathons of Degrassi, like
right,
all the seasons. So I'm like, I come out the hospital like, yo, this Degrassi shit crack, man. Yeah, it's crack.
This joint.
You got light-skinned people rapping in wheelchairs, white people shooting and shit. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, see, I was the opposite. I was one of the dudes who ain't know shit about it. I was like, huh? What y'all talking about? I don't know. I know the my little sister would watch the Degrassi and all that. I just be sitting there like, I don't know nothing.
Bro, it was crazy. But I don't know what happened, bro. I just went past channels one day. It was like 1:30 or some shit. I'll never forget it, bro. And I looked at my sister. She looked at me. And I was like, isn't this the greatest thing ever?
Degrassi was like the first rated R TV I was watching on a regular basis in my mind. It felt like rated R. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a kid. He doing drugs in high school.
Shorty had the thong on in the gym.
On TV.
It was the thong. Bro, niggas was deep, bro. I'll never forget that.
Actually, I ain't watched that joint. I probably watched a couple episodes on there.
Nah, I just, I say that to say, like, it's just always funny, like, how shit gets introduced to people.
Yeah.
That shit is always funny as shit.
Yeah.
But nah, we got crazy off topic.
Nah, that's the beauty of it, like, bro.
That's lovely, man.
What's off topic?
Define off topic.
It's a podcast. We potting right now. You feel me?
Nah, facts. Nah, I just I know that the next battle is gonna be like epic as shit.
Let's hope everybody music play right. I hope they better have some young people around them to let them show them how to work the IG live.
The best audio. Like when we gonna see somebody with an assistant? We ain't seen that yet.
Shit, Parks was an assistant the other day.
These older guys, they need somebody around them that know how to work the live. Like, oh no, that's how you do it. Shit, and I think they stopped the limit too, because I noticed that live did not stop one time.
For real?
It didn't stop.
It was like 2 hours, huh?
Looking back, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It didn't stop.
Yeah, because like I said, I watched 35, and then like I came back a couple of times, and they was
right.
Giving a little soliloquies. This one junk you made, it for real inspired me. Yeah. Yeah. Like, all right, man. What's going on again?
They dropped the drink.
Hour 1:30. Nah, that shit was tight though. That shit was definitely tight, man. That was good for New York. Hopefully, them young niggas in New York listen to those records and can get back to what the fuck made them great, man.
But you know the irony about Gangstar is?
What's up?
Both members are not from New York.
I get it, but they made New York music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the Houston, Premier from Houston, you know, and all that, but like,
I say this, I believe that DJ Premier is the greatest hip hop producer. Like, if you listen to a Primo beat, you know that's just like epitome of just a hip hop ass beat.
It's tough.
Okay.
That's a rap. That's a rap
Coast
beat.
Niggas that would say otherwise, like DJ Quick.
DJ Quick is up there though, for sure. He's up there.
Because whole era.
And I don't think people know how dope of an engineer he is too.
I didn't know for a long time, but he still be mixing.
A while to figure that out.
He still be mixing.
Yeah, last time I remember him mixing, I've seen him mix was Nipsey Hussle and the Dom Kennedy joint. Check Me Out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that's why the joint. Oh, this is. I was like,
just imagine getting your record mixed by DJ Quick.
And the joint crank like shit. When I first heard that record, bro, I was like, son, I had to play it like 3-4 times back to back. I was like, this is like it. When I like, certain records you just see where they at with it. Like I saw Cali, bro.
You can feel the vibe when
I saw the blue sky, I saw the sun, I saw the palm trees, I saw the cars. I could smell the tacos on the corner.
Nice.
Check me out.
Now, I ain't never been to Cali yet, but I just felt like I was there when that's one of the songs you just got to play with the sunroof open, the windows down.
I can't wait.
Sun record.
Nah, I can't wait till you get to go though.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast gonna take. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but we
going on the road.
We gonna once Corona clear out, we gonna do some live cast.
Nah, yeah, we gotta go, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Send money to our shit. You know what I'm saying? Mique ain't even been in Cali, yo.
Donations.
Gifts.
My man, Umar, yeah, gifts.
Mique ain't even been to Cali, y'all. For real, like, look at me, y'all.
You ain't been to Cali, bro.
No,
I haven't, bro.
Gotta get my man out.
He might as well play forward on the Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
But instead of talking basketball,
send us some money.
I saw some readings, some tweets and stuff saying that they might try to make run basketball for like a 25-day go run through.
Oh yeah,
try to
like
finish
Vegas,
the season.
Right?
Say again?
In like Vegas, right?
I don't know. I didn't see where, but they're trying to do something. Who said that?
I was saying that we might possibly play next year all sports still with no one in the stands.
Mm-hmm.
Boo. I don't have a key for booing.
Boo.
All right. I want to get like that nigga that be playing people's lyrics. Or like when they just talk, right? That white dude.
Yeah. I like that. There's some quotes, man. We need those.
Oh shit. I'm gonna find that. But since you're talking basketball, I mean, do you think the season just needs to come back at all?
Can't, bro. Safety over everything.
Oh no, I saw the tweet. It was said something about the season gotta go at least 70 games so they the teams can get their money.
Oh wow.
Like in a TV contract. So that's why I think that's the main reason why they really trying to.
They trying to get back to 70.
They need their money.
I think they call that a loophole.
Uh-huh. That's how I was saying like 25 days. That got the season with 25 days. It's like niggas is playing at least 2 games a week.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Plus they get you back. You already took a month off, so they get you back in the running.
Yeah,
for the
that's
playoffs.
character. I just
accelerated return.
It's gonna be like a pickup game.
Mm-hmm. People gonna be missing layouts and breaking.
Nah,
they better not.
And there's gonna be that one person that's like jumping out the gym for no reason. You're like, what the hell?
you wasn't following social distancing. You was going to the gym.
Nah, remember some of these niggas got gyms in the crib. So.
Yeah, and so now that comes into play now. You have enough money to stay in shape.
You got time to heal. You ain't got to travel with the team.
So I know Anthony's okay. I know LeBron's okay. I know Kawhi's okay. Yeah. I know Paul George is okay. I know Steph is okay. You know what I'm saying? We know their contracts.
They got them contracts. Okay. They are good money right now.
James Harden. You know what I'm saying? They all got some little white guy, giving them chest passes every day.
What happens to Zion? What happened to Zion?
What happens to Lonzo?
Zion gained 15 pounds?
What happens to Lonzo?
You think Lonzo gained 10 pounds?
He may have to ask his brother for some bread. Yeah, I went there. I'm just kidding, bro. Nah, jokes. These are jokes, guys.
Jokies.
Nah, what was I gonna say? But nah, like the niggas that didn't get their maxes yet. It's probably fucked up right now.
Yeah, like everybody trying to wait for. And I keep thinking about how the Clippers could potentially have done all those shenanigans and end up with nothing to show for it, and not even a chance to see if it works.
I believe that, bro. Because I keep telling you, the Warriors are coming, bro. They are coming. So it doesn't matter what anybody does. They are coming, bro. They are on the way.
They're trying to get their spot back.
Ain't no trying. It's already there, bro. If they draft that young kid from Georgia, it's, bro.
Come on, Edwards. I gotta look up some of his highlights.
A lot of there's a lot of cheating though. There's been a lot of cheating going on. All right, because
the NBA,
bro, they should have had a title. They should have had another title, bro. Kevin Durant should be there again. It should be Kevin's 4th year, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
It's There's no Lakers championship right now that is getting erased.
Bruh, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I feel that I'm a Lakers fan, but safety over everything.
Yeah, I understand that.
Safety, like, gotta be safety. But realistically, looking forward, it's over for everybody. Like, it's what? Things back to normal. And then, bro, the thing about it, there's a second Draymond. They have 2 of Draymonds now, bro.
Which one, Pascal?
Yes.
Shit ain't right, bro.
He might even win 6th Man of the Year next year.
This shit ain't right, bro.
And look, I
shit ain't right, bro.
I have to remind the listeners, I am not a Warriors fan. I'm a realist, my nigga. I can see it, bro. And maybe that franchise is elite.
You see, everybody else is a sports freak show. You got the San Fran shit, right? I realized that, right?
Right.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Nah. But for real though, like that's what I'm seeing.
I can dig that.
Nah, what if that? I think I seen some shit. What if Chris Paul would have went to the Lakers?
Ooh.
In 2011.
Ooh.
How do we remember the Bean? How do we remember Dwight Howard?
The Bean might still be playing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe things change. You know what I'm saying? He's not even on that plane. You know what I'm saying? He's not on a helicopter. You know, he's still playing. That's what I'm saying, because their longevity increases by so much if they just have someone else to share that usage rate with.
Yeah.
And a real dog they believe in. So I think it changes everything. Man.
How many ships? He ends up with 5. So how many do you think he gets?
At least 7.
At least 7?
Yeah.
7.
All right. 7. So here's my theory. He still ruptures his Achilles in 2013, right? Okay. But by 2013, he's already got 6. So he has a tough decision. Do I aim to pass Jordan, take a lesser role, which we know he eventually did not take a lesser role? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, the franchise was already moving at that point. If they would have had Chris, Dwight, and Kobe, Kobe's obviously the first one to leave, and then you put the franchise to those other 2. You feel me? So I think at having 6, you know what I'm saying, and with a ruptured Achilles, I don't think he comes back. I think he fades off.
I still say that Achilles game, that was the last official Kobe game.
Back.
See, I think that, well, okay, so with that theory being in play,
competitive Kobe game.
With that theory being in play, you can say that I believe that Kobe comes back, and those 20-point struggles with that low efficiency, those turn into 20-point Mike Finley in those 2002, 2003 years. So we do win. And I don't think I think he had a problem adjusting with the idea of having to bring someone in or having to step back. But if simply his output only left him at a secondary role, I think that could have worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't have to tell Kobe, chill out. Kobe, go as hard as you can. And what he's got is 22, and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that helps. I think he can do that.
It's just a more easier, efficient 22.
Yeah.
That was so tough for me to see, man, because he wasn't going. At the end, bro. Like at the end, he really wasn't going.
He tried to come back for like 3 years.
It's hard to go and literally do that when it's different between Chris Paul and Dwight Howard and Powell and company and backing up.
Powell wouldn't be there. He was part of the trade.
Right. So you're right. So it would be Chris and Dwight backing up and letting them be the kings and be the kings of the team is different than saying, hey, Jordan Clarkson, I got to trust you to be a little bit better than average. And Russell and all those guys, and saying, like, I got to trust them to grow. And I don't think he was at that position in his career or the time in his career to even have the patience necessary to be able to, like, not that I'm saying that's the right thing, but I'm just saying when I'm looking at it, I think that he wasn't patient enough to be like, let me step back. And they couldn't do it anyway, too. And I think he knew that, too. He knew, like, even if he stepped back, what is that going to do?
I mean,
it would be better for the team. Yes, it would be better for the team, but that's what I'm saying. I'm still acknowledging that Kobe was more about the moment. So exactly. If you have Kobe,
I need my tour.
Yes, and if those guys are winning, if they had the capability to win, trust and believe. I think Kobe is the type he would do whatever to win if they could win. You have to believe they can win.
I believe that. I believe that. That part makes sense, that he would do whatever.
Do you think that would change Chris Paul's legacy too?
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course. He didn't want to go to the Clippers.
Nope.
No, he didn't. No, I don't care what anybody says. He didn't want to go to the
bit.
Clippers. He was pissed. He wanted to go. You know, I think he said it on All the Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he said it went through, and then they switched it. Because it's ironic that he still went to LA. You feel me?
Right.
It's annoying.
That's what kind of sounds like I didn't even understand why they even wanted to trade Chris Paul in the first place. Was it for TV reasons? I don't know.
Because he didn't want to stay.
And then
they were going to get nothing.
The NBA.
And they didn't want to get nothing. So because they were owned by the NBA, they made the best fiscal decision possible, which makes sense.
And they got the first pick in the draft the year.
Now that's bogus right there.
So they got,
the finesse.
And getting Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon didn't work out for them because they thought that was going to be something different. Ended up being.
You got Anthony Davis.
Ended up being he left. A spot up shooter. Number one.
Since we're on top of this, can we get to these would you rathers? Can we get some would you rathers? Or can I get some would you rather questions?
Just don't make them crazy.
Oh, then I won't be crazy. It's very simple.
Make them like realistic. Like,
all right, so watch this. So would you rather Magic Johnson, right? Would you rather have Magic Johnson starting his career in 2010, right, on your team, or would you have Allen Iverson starting his career in 2010 on your team?
Magic Johnson.
Justifications.
6'9".
Can do everything. Can score.
Run the floor.
Dribble. Like, what couldn't he do?
Like, shoot. He couldn't shoot, but
he could shoot.
It's Ben Simmons. We'd be looking at Ben Simmons.
No, but a better Ben Simmons. Though.
No, not necessarily. Not to me.
You don't think Magic Johnson?
That sounds crazy to say that out loud, but I can't really assume.
Nah, it's not a better Ben Simmons.
No. Ben Simmons, I don't know.
The reason why I say that is because he has no jumper, bro. Like,
who, Magic Johnson?
Yes.
Bro, stop playing.
Bro, they literally nicknamed him Tragic Johnson.
Johnson.
Like, because he could not shoot. Like, come on now. Like, I love Magic to death.
He would shoot shots, bro. I see Magic Johnson shoot jumpers. They don't know the guy now. They was ugly. he was shoot.
Bricks, nigga.
Don't worry, I'm on my save on right now. I'm about to tell you what's good. Hold on.
This was bricks, nigga.
Let's go to totals. Let's check out some totals.
You got the dual screen. You cheating.
Hello.
Cheating.
Nah.
So the reason I consider possibly going with AI, right? And I'd argue this more so, right? Is I think that AI benefits completely from this style of play. In 2010 and beyond, the idea of not being, even though he only played a couple of years, like in that hand check era. Well, not even a couple of years. He played 7 years in the hand check era.
When was his MVP year?
2001, pre-hand check. So hand check is reevaluated in 03 and 04. So my thing is, if he could have been the MVP in 2001 when he's 6 foot and getting pushed around, I can only imagine him in this free space league. Like, I think of like Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry has amazing ball handling, but he's actually slow. Doesn't he? In comparison to Allen Iverson in space.
That's what I was gonna say. He's faster than everybody, but the problem is gonna be the same thing that Houston and Dallas face. The ball would be in his hands so much,
and Magic wouldn't be any different.
But the passing would be better. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The passing out of the double, the passing out of the kick and drive would be better. And that's literally today's game. Pick and roll, passing out of the double.
I think, like I said, Magic runs into the same problems that Ben and Giannis face.
I think that's a better problem than James and Doncic. That's a better problem because you'll get those asses in.
That's what you choose.
Yeah, you get the asses in the seats and you fake make the team better. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a combination of both. Whereas you have the turmoil in Houston, and you're eventually going to have the turmoil in Dallas when the fucking team doesn't get better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you believe that this is where the Houston was on the way to like definite failure?
Yeah, nigga, Mike D'Antoni's their coach.
They can't. Kobe said it himself. That's not championship winning basketball.
Yeah, and Kobe says it's law.
But Magic Johnson doesn't make double-digit threes until his 1, 2, 3, 4,
Magic
5,
Johnson also
6
started playing
season,
basketball in 1979.
8th season, 11th season.
You put Magic Johnson in today's age,
7,
he's gonna
3, 6, 0.
develop a 3-pointer for sure.
His totals go as such: 7, 3, 6, 0, 6, 7, 10, 8, 11. He does an amazing jump in 88 to 59, goes up to 106 at his high, and then goes to 80 and finishes with 22.
And that's per season, how many he does per season?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The style of basketball changed as they went on. So
it changes, but he's still in a very, very low percentile. It's like he's like
you saying attempts or makes?
Makes, attempts, everything.
No, I'm saying 80. He made 80
in the season. Yeah,
he made 80 in the season. That was in
you couldn't tell me that. You couldn't tell me that in 79 that nigga would have made 83 pointers, bro. I'm sorry, dog.
You couldn't because he's a very bad 3-point shooter, though.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So for him to even get there, that's how I know. If he came out in today's age, he would be a better shooter than Ben Simmons. I just don't think he would play as good as defense. Honestly, that's
and that's the thing. He's the only. I agree with that. The liability is a big issue nowadays, more so than then.
Right,
being a defensive liability.
Yeah, being a defensive liability at that size and at that position,
and a major contract for sure.
Exactly. Like you cannot be a defensive liability. Whereas Ben Simmons, he shuts a lot of that shit up because he locks niggas down. Like he low key, he plays center field and he protects the rim. So, like, Magic's
what does it do? Okay, so what does it do to their all-time rankings? My fault, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to make sure I got that off.
What does it do for Magic's all-time ranking?
What does that do for Magic's all-time ranking? If he comes out in 2010 rather than 1979, 2010.
Like I said,
where does he go?
Magic gets a jumper. I know that for sure. Not a jumper, but a 3. He gets a 3, not a jumper, and that's the difference. I'm not talking about pull-up fadeaways. I'm talking about wide open spot shot. You get what I'm saying?
For a second.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're back.
No, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like he'll get a spot shot. He'll be able to pass out of the double. So I mean, I don't think it would affect his rankings. If anything, it may up it because this game is even more of Showtime Lakers than that game was. So.
Yeah, and he like passing, so he gonna be. Are he gonna need some wingmen that can run? He good.
Do you guys think AI? Yeah, I don't think AI changes.
AI, no, AI. I'll put it like this: AI would lead the league in scoring.
Okay, so what does it do to AI's ranking?
It would be the exact same.
The exact same. You don't think AI works on his 3? If Magic works on his 3, you don't think AI changes his approach?
No. He has more 3s. We're not denying that, bro.
No, I'm saying, what does you think he changes his 3?
No. Look, this is what I'm getting at. He's gonna do everything the kids do today. That's one thing we will give AI, but it's gonna be less than because he doesn't pass as good as Magic. Literally, like he doesn't pass as good, so has more turnovers. He takes more chances on defense. So that's like, there's going to be more gambles, you know what I'm saying? 50-50 balls may not go his way, you know what I'm saying? So the win share and the PR go down. You know what I'm saying? Like when those things occur, you know that. Like
fair enough. I got one more. This is more fun.
Okay.
I call this the Brandon Knight Mulligan. Brandon Knight Mulligan dream, right? Would you rather be on a viral poster or in a viral crossover? Get broke down on a viral crossover. And the shot goes in. Let that be known. The shot, the assist, whatever, the play's finished.
Go ahead, Mique.
I'm going to go with the crossover.
You're going to go with the crossover?
Yeah.
Explain.
Because to me, a dunk is just like... A dunk is like, if it was a bad post, it's like bad. It's like, either way, you're going to be there like, you that dude that got dunked on, you that dude that got his ankles yanked up, you feel me?
Either way.
Yeah, but I mean, getting I put like this.
Not feeling that, but go ahead.
Getting yanked up is a little more common to me than getting dunked on. I say why, because everybody gets crossed up. Everybody gets crossed up. All of us, we play basketball. You got hit with a move one time. You're like, damn, all right, he got me. Or you hit somebody with a move.
It's viral though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It can happen.
Both of them are viral, right?
Yeah. Both of them can happen to anybody. I mean, but the poster to me is a little more like disrespectful.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because kind of like it could be like when Blake dunked it on Gasol head. You know what I mean? Like he ain't see that coming.
That's exactly how it makes you feel every time.
He ain't see that coming.
That Blake Griffin.
No, D saying dick in the background. D, can you elaborate on why?
Everyone gets dunked on. Everybody don't get dunked
on. He said everyone gets dunked on. He believes it's different. Everyone gets dunked on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, at least with a crossover, I guess you was trying to do something.
Okay, so here we go.
The crossovers, when you make the shot, it's more disrespectful.
All right, I'm gonna agree with you, B. And the reason why I'm gonna agree with you is because a lot of the times when a nigga gets dunked on, for the most part, it's because he's trying to contest the dunk. So real hoopers, they can always respect that a little more than like your ankle literally just giving out. You know what I'm saying? Like even real hoopers peep the push off. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll never get a ooh from a real hooper. They'll be like, nah, nigga pushed off. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? So like that's what I mean. That's why to really cross a nigga and to get like the ultimate respect of the arena and the people that are there that hoop, you know what I'm saying? Like and then the viral, like you make Baller's life, bro. And Brad and all that, like it's over.
It's just different. Like, okay, so for me, I feel where you're coming from me because I had to wait for you to explain it first. Because like at first I'm like, nah, no way. So I get what you're saying. You more like you feel like a dunk is more of a memorable moment of embarrassment, right? But I feel
it's on
like
a poster.
Because it's on a poster.
Yeah, it's like a dunk is more like Scottie Pippen on Patrick Ewing, bro. It's just it's like
step over.
See for me, I'm saying dunk on me though, Holmes. Because it's like I'm on the same type tip. Like for me, as a hooper, I think about the sense that like it's the luck of the draw. Like not the luck of the draw, but like I could have got him too though. But when you look like a crossover, you look stupid. That's the thing. It's like I don't like the idea of like doing something that's not a basketball move in a basketball game. Like if someone's trying to dunk on me, right, and I contest them, I'm gonna look okay after I get. If it's body to body and I fall, I might have a moment where I look kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But it's clear that there's impact involved. It's not like someone fooled me and I'm like, where's this guy at? You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't know. I feel like they're both pretty like, humbling moments. But one is like, you look like a dunce. You know what I'm saying? So
now, let me add one in there. What about a viral block? Your shit just gets swatted.
That always makes you feel a little. You know?
Like your shit gets swatted out of bounds, nigga. The disrespect you on your face.
Everything, though. By far, I'd rather get blocked.
Now the question is a viral pin or a viral swat.
Ooh.
That's the question.
Viral pin or viral swat?
Because both of you give me that shit, nigga.
I like the pin, like LeBron pinning Iguodala.
Yeah, please swat me. Yeah, swat me. I agree. I say swat my shit out of bounds, bro.
Don't pin my shit.
No, I remember when
don't catch my shit.
Wizards Michael Jordan. Y'all remember Wizards Michael Jordan caught Ron Mercer slipping? He pinned that joint with the two hands.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? That brought like that whole moment. Like think about Ron Mercer as a person.
It's over.
It kind of ended the Ron Mercer thing. Like, this moment where it's like, okay, he's like that guy that gets like 11, 7, and 6. Like, he has created, like, he has all these things. Like,
maybe get most improved.
Until the 42-year-old man pinned his shot. If he had blocked it, we don't even remember that.
Exactly. But he pinned it. And we remember that vividly.
Picture?
Yeah, he took the drink down. I said, dang. I said, dang.
This nigga Tweeze said, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, all that.
Cameron was going crazy and shit on the side.
About, what's the name? LeBron. He got Jason Richardson off the 360. Oh no, that's what about chase down though? What if your joint get chased down?
Nah, my favorite chase down ever is Tayshaun Prince and Reggie Miller.
Oh yeah. That's still the GOAT. That's still the GOAT one.
The thing about it, I love about that Tayshaun jump is that he beat him so bad. Like he beat his hand so bad that it's almost like he's pulling the ball back. You get that feeling, y'all? It's like it's not more than a block. It's like he's like scoop, get that out, go that way.
Yeah, that's definitely still the my opinion the best chase down block
ever. He wasn't even in the frame.
Yeah, he just his long ass arms got his joint out of there.
Amazing.
Now, what about the greatest pins? I think the greatest stuffs was the blocks is Amari Stoudemire versus Tim Duncan. It was one of them playoffs. I think Amari got Tim Duncan. He blocked him, like saved the game type block. What's some good blocks y'all seen? Some good blocks.
I'm trying to think of some amazing. I think D Wade has a lot of amazing blocks.
Hey, I was gonna say the guards when they get up there, John Wall has a couple.
John Wall,
and actually, John Wall got a couple of just get the fuck out of the frame.
I think John Morant got a couple this year too.
I was just about to say Zion really has some impressive like. Nah,
that one at Duke. That one at Duke was crazy, bro. There's no way you're supposed to jump from the key and block a 3-pointer.
Yeah, there's no way.
He gathered from the key to block a 3-pointer, bro.
Does Zion have the quickest bounce you ever seen?
There's another guy. I know this is gonna sound weird because he's a big guy, but Kenyon Martin has really insane bounce.
Oh wow!
Like, really quick,
quick. Spring.
There's not a lot of people that can do this with Kenyon Martin.
No, I don't think so either. Ben Wallace has got to go in there too.
Oh yeah, bro.
Ben Wallace also was on that block list too, by the way. Like in terms of like I still remember him getting a block.
Ben Wallace got some real nasty ones.
Across key, it's like his forearm. He's trying. He wanted to smack it, but it's his forearm, and it's like boom, and it kind of just goes out of bounds. But
and they won the game.
Dead fly. It's a dead. It's a dead fly. It's just, instead of it going like. You see the thing flying, it's like, it's like, what did you just do?
Not the perspective shot though in the camera though. Hey,
Russ B with a great call. We can't do that. Russ is in this block list too.
Oh, that's that guard. Any guard that can do it is there for sure.
Jumps. Oh, I'm sorry.
A lot of people don't see Eric Bledsoe too.
Russ, quickest jump. What'd you say?
Eric Bledsoe knock your joint out too.
Eric Bledsoe too.
Quickest
jumps. Russ got a lot of.
Well, we can't say Russ because he's a guard. Of course, the guards have quick jumps.
Okay, so he's saying not guards. Okay, so you're saying so like bigs with explosion.
Yeah. Like that can really get up and get like Kevin Garnett. I think is a good example.
He had a lot. He had pogo stick. He had the pogo stick gold at least. Pogo stick at gold at least.
I think people sleep on Udonis Haslam's ability to pogo stick as well.
He had time to pogo stick. He had a time.
Yeah.
Tyson was pogo too for a while too.
For a second, yeah. I mean, for a good 15.
JaVale McGee on that list?
Yes.
He's still on that list, bro.
He's just goofy. He's the most goofy pogo stick
ever. It's not his fault though. It's Gilbert Arenas' fault.
It's just the way his body moves. It's not him.
It's Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas didn't let that man get trained early.
Yeah, but Zion, his like say his balance is getting off his feet. Zion Williamson.
Hey, B says Tim Duncan might go on the double jump list, right? And the thing about that, I might go say double contest list. I don't know about
he ain't give up on defense.
I agree with you. Mean the effect of him like being able to get like 2 contests in is definitely there, but it's like.
But then you got to put Hakeem Olajuwon on that list, then.
And then we're putting everybody, and then we're getting crazy.
But you're right though. But it's like the double contest list. So the double contest list is a different list. Let's say that
because I know, some double contesters.
He conceded. He said we're right. The double contest list is different.
Let's see who's the double contesters though.
That's Hakeem, Dikembe.
Stromile Swift.
You took mine right out. Damn.
Stromile Swift. Hey, look.
Stromile Swift will get your drink out of there. Ain't he'll dunk on you.
Yep.
Hey, but I will be fair and say that this is probably the first podcast to ever have something positive to say about Stromile Swift after 2007.
Yeah, they better stop playing with my man Stromile.
What he used to do? Is this what he used to do? And he used to do nothing to that? No, he still has one of the most amazing. He's one of the biggest flops in NBA history, and still has one of the greatest moments.
Darius Miles used to get you straight out of there too.
Yeah, he was pretty explosive though.
Darius Miles,
double jumpers though, double contesters. Excuse me.
Okay.
Damn,
Hassan Whiteside right now.
Yeah, I like his ability to do it, but it's not on a night-to-night basis.
Mm-hmm.
So, is Roy Hibbert banned from the list due to?
Yes, always. And we should never talk about him on this podcast.
Only because he can't get a playoff series. If we can mention Strom, also we can mention Roy Hibbert after his playoff series. There was a year that people forgot, and we thought that Roy Hibbert was mattered and he was going to be somebody.
Roy Hibbert, bro. Roy Hibbert.
The numbers and the analytics said he was going to be somebody.
Hey, my man. What's my man? The man off the street that plays center for the Heat. James somebody.
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about.
Jones?
Anthony?
No, what was his last name?
Nah, you know the what's his name? Mique?
Jerome James?
Anthony?
No.
It was this random center with a receding hairline.
I think Joel Anthony.
There you go. Joel Anthony. Joel Anthony got Roy Hibbert out of here. Get the fuck off.
No, Roy Hibbert got Roy Hibbert out of here.
I don't know what happened.
Disorder or issue.
He had like that one good All-Star season, then I don't know what happened.
He had to be the quickest decline into NBA history.
Nah, remember when he went to the Lakers though?
I knew he was done when he was on the 3-point line and throwing it into Kobe in the post. I was like, "What's going on? Like, why are you not down there? You're on the 3-point line. Kobe's in the post.
That's where Kobe likes it. You know, I just
face ass. Get your dumb ass out the league.
At least from around the way.
Well, we can get him on the pod so I can tell him.
Georgetown, he was a beast.
Hey, Roy, come on down. You got shit else to do.
Come on, man. No, that was crazy, bro. You know you was wild nigga for being 7 foot on the 3-point line. Throwing the ball in the Kobe. You crazy. I just filmed with this. I remember those first Time Warner Net Laker games.
There's legitimate film. Oh, I got a question because like me and my brothers, NB, we were all arguing about this maybe till 6 a.m. last night, maybe 4 or 5 a.m. Who's the better scorer, y'all, right now? James Harden or Kawhi Leonard? And why?
Go ahead, Mique. Oh.
I feel like
let it out, nigga.
It's hard for me to pick but one or the other because one is more efficient, but one is more effort. If that makes sense. So you got to gauge it by either or. So I would say, because I know he's going to probably do more to score, I'm going to say James Harden.
Okay. And you're saying because he would do, because you like more of like a degree of difficulty thing.
Yeah, he makes a lot of contested jumpers. He's going to try to get to the free throw line.
That nigga makes non-contested jumpers. He makes a lot of shots, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think James. Kawhi's just more clutch.
Kawhi's more clutch. That's your help.
He's more. I'm saying he's more efficient.
Yeah, and just when it's crunch time, give him the ball because he's gonna make a play. It's gonna be that little flat ass elbow. You know what I'm saying? Like
that bit that between the legs joint he do. Then he
a
little line drive jump shot.
19.
Yeah, my thing. That's my. I lean towards saying Kawhi. I know that's kind of weird. And that's because I like efficiency, and I value it in a way, and I like the clutch factor too. I like the idea of knowing that 6 seconds, I'm going to give the ball to Kawhi.
Hold on, though. Is Kawhi more efficient?
Oh yeah.
Like, what define efficient? Like from 2, 3,
2 and 3. He shoots higher percentage from both.
Higher percentage. Does he shoot as much though?
That's what I'm saying. Efficiency over effort. That's what I mean.
That's coming to the play. That's what comes into play. So he doesn't shoot as much. Okay, so we were talking about it so much that I'm right here with it. They shot. James Harden shoots 7 more threes per game. He attempts 7 more threes,
and he plays more.
But he only makes 2 more shots, though. He only makes 2 more threes.
He plays more.
So, yeah, he does. He plays more, and that's another thing that came up too in the argument because a lot of my brothers were saying. Shout out to Jamal too and Jeremy. They were saying that Jamal's argument was heavy on the fact that Kawhi doesn't play as much, It had a lot to do with him not having the usage rate. And shout out to she was saying that too. He doesn't have the highest usage rate.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's go to the season where Kawhi's in Toronto, and then compare their seasons that season.
And
that's
there we go.
Similar usage rate.
And that's what we're coming down to. And then we came down to in playoffs. Let me look that up right now so I can tell you again. The Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi's definitely playoff time. That's
that was kind of my little tiebreaker there for me, because I'm like, it's kind of close when we're talking about scoring for them in terms of, I know that James scores a lot more points, but like the usage rate thing goes both ways for me. So what happens if usage rate of Kawhi goes up to that? I think he scores 35 points a game. Sure. Easy. I don't know, but we have to say, does he do that? You get what I'm saying?
He can.
You get what I'm saying? I don't know. We have to.
You can only do that in a playoff series. He can't do it in a regular season.
Right. I don't think he has the longevity or the endurance or the durability to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Whereas though James has displayed an admirable amount of durability, and that's something that I'm learning to grow to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a very playoff heavy guy, man. So like, you can do a lot in the regular season, but that's like warm up for me, like to see what you're skill capable of, or like like how far your range is. So then in the playoffs, I know that you're going to be restricted a little bit. So I know you're going to be brought down some. But the people that impress me are the ones that find ways to still show me all like the highest percentage of their full ability, the same from the season. You know?
Like you said, in the playoffs, you need to be at your full form.
You're not going to be full form because everything changes, but like you said, you need to attempt. Like it should feel that way, and I haven't never felt that way with James. Well, I shouldn't say never. Often I feel extra disappointed. Yeah, extra disappointed. Like
because it'd be set up for him, like 2014, like a couple of years, 2014, 2016, like 2018. Like it'd be set up for these niggas, bro. Like for real, they just be losing it.
See, that got brought up last night. My biggest argument with that though is that it's hard for me to say that because I wish I didn't see James lose. I wish I just looked at the stats and looked at the Warriors were good.
Watch the games.
But I watched the games and saw that he could have done it. That's what ruins everything for me. It's like I watched you just not be the James. It's like I wish there was other variables involved that I could see. Of course there are, but I'm saying I wish that they were more seeing. I could see James being un-Jamesy. You know what I'm saying?
I think it said un-Jamesy.
I'm like, bro, that's you. That step back that you just did. You don't airball that.
That you normally make. Nervous ass boy.
Defense playing. I like Kawhi. Yeah.
Nah, so Kawhi's more like Kawhi's more closer to a robot. Like we're looking at his stats in terms of on his stats dropping off. They do drop. Like everyone's dropped, but his is the most Like, he doesn't go up.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah, it's
he's the same every game, but it's going to work. You feel me?
It's not every game though. He gets to rest a lot of games.
Fair. Does that in the legacy of greatness of Kawhi?
Yes.
It stains. It's a stain.
Yes, it stains because, bro, if you get to sit out 25 games a year, that's definitely gonna be brought up. That's all I'm saying. Every time somebody says, "No, cool. What about Kawhi Leonard?" That's gonna be,
Even if ultimately what if ultimately somehow it's proven that he was just he's actually injured, and that's why he's missing games.
We know he's injured. It
still doesn't. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but bro, all you gotta do is sit out for a year,
and you should be back, and that should stop. I agree with that. That was my thing. After that whole sit out year, okay, cool. Now when you come back, this whole charging up and sitting out thing is weird, bro. It's just
30 games because of rest.
You know what I'm saying? It seems like bro. Well, speaking on AI, what would AI be doing if he could just? Oh wait, hold on, save me for a second.
Hold me down. Another 3-4 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Level.
Maybe playing three more years at a high level, the level that he was willing to play at too. You know what I'm saying?
At a high level.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I do agree with you on that. And I didn't always think that, but after keeping analyzing the same things, bro, come on. Are you hurt or are you not hurt?
Nah, I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna stay with James on that. Like Kawhi don't get me wrong, he's definitely proven himself, but I think I need to see more on a night-to-night basis because it's just an advantage. Like D'Antoni's gonna run him to the ground down there in Houston, you know. So it's literally not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because of the systems, you know.
You believe in Paul George, guys?
No.
Paul George is a great second option. A great second option. I would not have him as there's only a select handful of players who are really good first options, to be honest with you.
I was watching him in some clips last night. The bro sent me over an argument because I don't have him in my top 7 of players.
Right now?
No.
Go ahead.
With this top 7, by the way, guys, the fundamental concept that throws us off is that including Steph and KD.
Have to.
So when we include Steph and KD,
you have to.
He's not in my top 7.
Yeah.
But some people were saying that they have him instead of Steph in the top 7.
I have to stop hearing this fucking
in terms of
Steph
capability,
slander, bro.
I think it's Steph slander too.
Capability, what?
That's crazy.
PG,
that's crazy.
PG, but I will say this: PG's got to be probably one of the most loaded offensive players right now in the game,
bro. For sure, nobody ever doubted that, bro. But he just has to get it done, bro. You can't let Dame do this to you. You can't, like, that's what I'm talking about. Bro. You can't let LeBron keep beating you everywhere. Like, that's what's gonna happen again.
You're waiting for him to be. You're saying you want him to be alpha, and like that was pretty much my argument for him not being in the 7. Is that he's like the only non-alpha in the 7. We're saying Kawhi was in it too. So Kawhi, KD, Steph, AD, LeBron. Help me, B. Who were the last 2?
Dame.
Not everyone had Dame. He wasn't universal.
Like, I have Dame over PG.
Okay. A Dame over PG. I'm talking about the top 7 we had yesterday.
You're not going to put Giannis on there?
Giannis was on it. Thank you, Giannis. Giannis and Harden. That was the 7. Giannis, Harden. No Dame. It was Giannis, Harden, KD, Steph, LeBron. I'm missing one person. AD.
Yeah, I would just switch out Paul George with what would I just say? Dame.
Or you like Dame over PG?
Or Dame, or even probably Doncic.
Luka, and Luka got brought up, and the belief is that he got to prove it.
Switch him. I'm just saying, switch Paul George and Luka right now.
Oh, switch teams.
Imagine if they switch teams. Luka and Kawhi are definitely winning. It's not even a question, right? They're both winning the ship. They're winning the ship, right? Like, you feel me? Paul George, meanwhile, in Dallas, are they a playoff team?
Oh yeah.
Don't. Oh yeah, that. Remember before the season, Dallas. Nobody had Dallas even in the top 8 of the West.
That's true.
This is a surprise.
That's true. You know. Actually, you know what? Let me rethink that, because at the end of the day, but I think that's a different thing. I think the Luka surprise effect is what allows them to be extra good. I think we'll see next year that even though they'll get better, I think the record will get worse, because I think people will be more prepared for this Luka attack. There's no more Tim Hardaway Jr. getting this big boost from people being extra drawn to Luka. What happens in everybody's sophomore slump and these real slumps that we see, not sophomore slump, but the third year and the sophomore slump, all those things, it comes from the league seeing your flaws and noticing, oh, well, yeah, he's really good at that, but he's not so good at that. The film takes over. Mm-hmm. And I think we haven't had a film exposure for Luka. I think the worst thing that happened for all of these young guys that we're taking over right now is this virus. I think right now they're getting studied and they're not getting an opportunity to improve or expand as the same rate as they're being studied.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I think we'll see a lot of those guys coming in, these veterans that have been licking their chops, for lack of better terms, this whole year by getting caught off guard by these guys and coming back, and they want their money for next year. They want their spots. They want their time, and they're going to get it.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. They're going to want to start Trae Young.
Bitter about this Trae Young shit. Like, oh, yeah.
You said what?
They're veterans, I'm sure, that are bitter, talking shit in their locker rooms right now about Trae Young making All-Star game and being like, that young boy don't deserve that. He ain't put in no grind.
Like that young boy is all
they'll be back out here, and they're going to be studying the tape, and I bet they'll find out the things that we haven't seen yet, like the humble things. You know, you can't go left, or you can't pull up here going right. They're on that.
He just will get, if he misses a shot, he's not playing defense on the next possession.
They're on that.
He's not playing defense at all in the next possession. I noticed.
They're on that. So this little rush, I think this little 25-game rush, I think we're going to see a lot of average players rise up. People who are deemed average a little bit, they're going to have a little bit of success.
Because they're going to come out the gate. They said they trying to get their contract. They trying to get themselves situated.
Yes, they're going to try to get their contract. And then teams are going to be rusting, not allowing their players to play savage minutes in these 25-game blender that they're going to be in before the playoffs come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's going to give a lot of opportunities to those little middle guys.
Yeah.
I'm just so disappointed. Just in the season, like the fact that it's just like, what the fuck?
What a hell of a season that we're having, man.
It said it's been officially a month now. No basketball. I think it's sad because I think I got used to it.
Yeah, because 30 days to make anything, it's 30 days to make it happen, right?
It's bad, bro. Why didn't this happen during football season? Oh, that would have been way better, bro.
Way better.
Even ESPN and YouTube is coming up with wild content just to keep something posted. Like,
oh my god!
You guys see the 2K tournament that the NBA is trying to pull?
Terrible.
Yeah. They had the horse game. They had the horse game earlier. I wasn't watching that. I'm like, who I see Paul Pierce do trick shots?
What was the joke that you said he couldn't do?
Yeah, it was a move. I caught one clip of it. It was Zach LaVine versus Paul Pierce. So Zach LaVine had a move where you had to tap the backboard with one hand and then reverse it with the other hand. So Paul Pierce, he tried to go do it. All he could do was tap the backboard. He couldn't even get the ball up to reverse it for the other side.
Can't even release it.
Why
would they do this to him?
I was just like, I
couldn't get my arm. My arm was stuck. I couldn't.
Yeah,
because I couldn't get my arm up there. Cause
I was trying to get my arm up there. I'll tell you, I used to give them 25 step backs and everything.
25 wasn't even the most athletic.
Everything they needed.
You hear me? And that's on baby. That's on blower.
Yeah, I think they're just coming up with all types of content now to keep people talking. I caught some of the Bill Simmons he did a 1998 redraft. I caught the first maybe like a couple minutes of that, and then he was talking about the Clippers. What would happen if they would have selected Dirk Nowitzki?
Yeah, the redraftables definitely caught that. I watched all those, man.
Didn't we talk about that off camera though? The 98 joint.
Yeah, I just didn't watch it. Yeah, I watched like some of it.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about that off camera.
Right.
And what did we say? Who did we say needed to switch in that draft?
Let's see what that is. That was the
98 draft. The Clippers went first, and then I forgot who was second. And then I know Paul Pierce was in that draft. Anton Jameson and Vince Carter. Dirk.
Yeah, that was the thing they talked about. Vince Carter went third, I think, in the redraft.
Over who? Because that was the whole kill. We were just talking about that. Oh no!
You looking it up now, Tweeze?
Yeah.
Young split screen over there.
You
know what? I'll just put that shit on our screen too.
Oh yeah, you can do that, right?
I can.
Sounds cool.
When comes that draft? Hey, bro, it's officially nobody from the 90s in the NBA now.
That's wild. Crazy.
That's wild.
Oh, yeah, Jim Jackson is in the year before. Okay, cool.
It's a redraft, though.
No, I'm hip. I'm showing you the actual draft.
So we can see that.
Oh, no, that's not the actual draft.
This isn't?
No.
This is a redraft. Look at me.
Yeah. That's 1998.
That boy got stretch pants. There you go.
Mike Bibby. Okay. Mike Bibby number 2. Okay.
They regret that.
Yeah.
Bibby.
Rafe LaFrance. I feel like about Rafe LaFrance was out here too.
Yeah.
Tractor trailer. Rest in peace.
And they talked about Ricky Davis and how he would have been like a more of a viral star as he was playing later on. So that was like the theme overall, and like all the redraftables is also not only based on their career, but also half based on how they would perform in this era versus that era.
Al Harrington, he would have been definitely a 20-point game.
Definitely.
They didn't like him though in the joint.
Yeah, they didn't really like him that much. I think Russillo liked him.
Yeah, Russillo liked him. Bill didn't like him.
What about Michael Dickerson? I think his career got cut short because of injuries, but he was nice.
Michael Doliak.
And Rashard Lewis there is a steal earlier. I think that, if I remember right.
Rashard Lewis, yeah, he definitely was a sleeper. Pat Garrity, oh no.
Hey, buckets. Pat Garrity had the buckets.
Definitely a shooter. Definitely would have liked this era.
What did they say about Felipe Lopez? Because he was like a big star in college, then in NBA didn't.
They didn't really get too much on Felipe.
Yeah,
they went based on because they went based on his Huff career.
Skip to my Lou.
Right for
Austin. Right for Austin.
I know that nigga was at the parks like, man, I did get drafted. No, I did get drafted for real. Larry Hughes. So yeah, what was their draft order? One was who?
Right now.
Rashawn McLeod. Oh.
Fast forward the video.
Staravich. Man, for the T-Wolves. I mean,
they ended up with
Rashawn Staravich. Oh, man.
Bonzi Wells went 15th. That's also need to remember.
What?
Bonzi Wells went 15th.
Bonzi Wells went what?
15th. All right, so here we go. It is Dirk 1, Paul Pierce 2nd, Vince Carter 3, Rashard Lewis 4, Antoine 5th, Antoine Jameson that is, and then Mike Bibby 6th, Jason Williams with the 7th pick, Cuttino Mobley 8th, Rafe LaFrance 9th, Al Harrington 10th, Rafer Alston, Skip to my Lou 11th, Larry Hughes 12th, Matt Harpring 13th, and Michael Dickerson 14th, and Bonzi Wells 15th.
Wow. Still taking Michael Dickerson over Bonzi, Bill?
Still. I don't know if that was Bill's pick or I can't remember if that was Bill. It was Bill's pick? Because, they were like alternating picks.
Yes, I ain't watching those things, so I don't even know.
Y'all remember Shammond Williams?
Shammond Williams, North Carolina.
His jumper was always like the highest rated on video games.
Bro, what? Hey, Cuttino Mobley came out in this draft too. Yeah, I'm not fucking with none of that. None of that list they made.
Cuttino Mobley have them 8th. They have them 8th.
This is a very sneaky list.
So you think Cuttino Mobley should have went higher than 8th?
I didn't hear you even say him on the list, bro. I ain't even gonna.
Oh yeah, he was 8th. Yeah. He went after Jason Williams.
Oh yeah, you didn't say that.
What else is that? Shahidi White.
Yeah, I remember that name.
They also did the 1999 redraftables, and like one of the biggest things I saw on that was interesting is, do you go with Sean Marion, Ginobili, or Odom with your first draft pick if you're in that draft?
Ginobili.
You go with Ginobili?
Because Ginobili's an MVP player outside of San Antonio. Ginobili's White Mamba outside of San Antonio.
Yeah, I might have to go with Ginobili on that one.
Yep.
You going Ginobili too?
Easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. That's so easy right there.
That's easy to you guys?
So easy.
I'm so defensive oriented. I am Matrix.
No,
I am the Matrix. Number one.
Number one overall pick.
Sean Marion needs a point guard or something.
Yeah, and so does Manu. He needs a whole team.
Manu can control the offense.
Manu by himself, bro, would have been like that.
I know he would have been like that, but I think we benefited heavily from the idea of always competing against heavy minutes against the bench. I think a lot of players would be great as number one against the bench.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? But when your minutes are, because he definitely should have. He doesn't even play like like Lou Williams and Jamal Crawford minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like they really, my man was really a 6-man. My man was really Bobby Jack out here. Like
the Matrix
for
was
a little bit.
The Matrix was top 5 MVP candidate in one season, right?
Defensive player of the year candidate.
Yeah, Shaman was definitely a beast.
He was amazing on the stretch. He was so much more of an impact player to me for that Suns team over those 5 years and that 6 years in that stretch.
Yeah, but I think a person like him, he needs a real. He benefited from a real good point guards too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Jason Kidd, then you had Stephon, then you had Steve Nash. Right.
Shit.
I think he benefited from good point guards, but I think he fits this era just like they talk about a lot on that John too.
Oh, he definitely would have fit in this era.
In terms of being 6'7", I mean, he becomes like they said Draymond, and I think that's kind of like really where he feels in terms of what he's
Zach
able
LaVine.
To. You think Shawn Marion's more like a Zach LaVine?
In this era, for sure, he would definitely have developed a jumper.
Yeah, he would have been a little bit jumper. I get what they were saying. Draymond only in terms of defense. You would get a 6'7" guy that's still blocking shots, getting rebounds.
Man, he
was an 11 rebound guy.
Was Shawn Marion like known for getting his own shot though? That's what I'm saying.
You'd have been Draymond plus. Draymond would have been some. Like, you'd have been a Draymond like amped up, a little bit more faster, a little bit stronger, a little bit jumping higher. You know what I mean? So
it'd have been 15, 12, and 9 easy, as opposed to Draymond's 12, 7, and 6, if that.
That was 7. That was 7, 5, and 5.
And Mique, you went
5 and 5.
Mique, the Raptors picked you 5th in this redraft. Baron Davis.
You over there with Vince Carter and T-Mac? That'd be lit though.
That would have been cool in 1999 if the Raptors get Baron Davis.
That'd have been crazy.
All types of dunks.
And Lamar Odom goes to the Wizards. They had a great joke on there talking about, I guess things would have been better for Lamar Odom in DC. No, hell no. Oh God,
he'd have been too out in the city, bro.
He would have been a victim.
Yeah, I'm saying he'd have been too out here. You'll see that man on College Park with some white girls at the bar.
Lamar Odom gets drafted to the Wizards.
Said man up H Street.
Early.
He would stay in Zanzibar. In Skylock.
They had Karolinko going 9th. I love Karolinko too.
Karolinko, very underrated, underappreciated defensive forward too.
See, I like Karolinko a little more than I like Shawn Marion.
Really?
What?
I get more longevity out of Marion though, but I think Karolinko. I get you what you're saying. You were talking about like peak ability of one person for 1 year, one stint, or something. Maybe Karolinko might have got a better max. But Shawn Marion was just like more
longevity for sure. His career for sure. I think Karolinko really suffered though from being in Utah. Like his wings would have spread elsewhere. Like imagine him on one of those old Warriors teams. Or
he needed a coach like who kind of let him be him. Like Don Nelson is one of those coaches like he kind of let you be free. Like
or like imagine Karolinko down there with like young D Wade. Right? Just things like that. Just imagine him in favorable situations instead of with the fucking Jazz, bro. Like, no fucking chance.
But he came in when John Stockton was like on his way out. Karolinko? Yeah, he came in.
What year is that? 98?
It's 99.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, John Stockton's old ass was still there.
But he really, but that was when it was Karolinko, Darren Williams, and Boozer.
Damn, bro.
That was the thing about this Ginobili pick here, guys. I forgot.
What?
Is that he doesn't come into the league for
3.
For 3 years after this season. So that was the other thing. I forgot that part. That's what played a big role in him not going first anyway. Is that it worked out for the Spurs. They pick him 50-something and wait 3 years and he falls into place. But the Vancouver Grizzlies really couldn't afford to use a second pick on somebody that's not going to be there for 3 years.
What are you talking about? In the 98 draft?
99. After that, remember 99. The thing was Shawn Marion and Manu. And I forgot that's probably what it was that made it such a clear cut from Shawn Marion to be the number 1 pick.
Spurs are
so Steven Jackson got drafted in that one too. Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, is that 98?
Stack 5. The real one.
Hey, man, just whatever you do, make sure you pay that child support.
Because you're a real one.
Oh, Stack's a real one.
You're a real one.
I'm saying that's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Stack
real one.
Real one.
Real one.
I said take a shot. I said on Twitter, take a shot every time Steven Jackson say a real one. One episode of All the Smoke.
That's a drinking game. Why didn't he always try and compare struggles?
I was watching the joint he just did with Pac-Man Jones. I was listening to that earlier.
Damn, they got another one? They be going quick.
Yeah. But guess who they dropping? They dropping some with all the real ones.
All the real ones.
Isaiah Ryder, real one.
Oh shit, real one. You a real one. You had government cheese. You a real one. What that nigga be saying? You been in penitentiary. You a real one. Real one. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Your father wasn't around. Real one.
You a real one.
You come on the podcast. Real one.
I'm from the same struggles, bro.
That should be wild though. It's like
I already know what you've been through.
The Shed and Sharp episode was funny as shit, but it was like he was searching for one of the moments. The whole jump, like we got like an hour and 20 without him saying it, and then just like
right.
Shannon started talking about grandma, and you see Stack. Yeah, I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Cause
real one.
I just got invited to a virtual birthday party via Zoom.
Okay.
Oh, you lit.
I think
put the auto-tune on. You lit.
No, I'm just saying that because I think that's crazy. I think this is out of hand right now. It's like weird. Like,
dystopian.
Still being Matrix right now.
Look, my some teachers at my job, they wanted to do a happy hour Zoom meeting.
Oh man, they're gonna be that's.
So I'm like, oh, y'all really got alcohol? I'm sitting here with my ginger ale. I'm like, I ain't about to.
You know, trying their best. It's so funny watching people not be able to just like sit their ass down somewhere.
Yeah. Quarantine.
Stay your ass home, man. Stay home.
Y'all be crying about, I don't want to get up in the morning. I don't want to. This is the perfect time to go ahead and get your rest.
Man, get your mental center yourself.
Then get your rest.
You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, calm it down, cool it.
Put plays together. Start that website. Start that blog. Start that journal. Start that podcast.
I'm stuck from underneath the microphone real quick.
Tweeze is having wire difficulties.
That's all. That's what that rollback was.
I ain't gonna tell nobody.
You heard?
What it do,
Tweeze? Getting bitches.
You already know.
Oh man, what else is on the list, y'all?
Should get to some music, though. Get to some music a little bit.
Some bitches.
So we engineers and everything. So let's get some game on some plugins. Let's play with favorite plugins. What's your favorite EQ plugin?
Stock EQ. Digi Design.
Okay.
It's me. I like that.
Okay. What about you, Ken? For vocals. I should say that for vocals. My fault.
I'm gonna go with the SSL, the 4-channel. That's how I do a lot of the finessing, focusing. Use it as like a focusing equalizer.
Right. Now I use the SSL for my additive. I'm a reductive though. I'm a Renaissance EQ.
Okay.
REQ 6-band jump.
Okay, you getting bitches.
So you can see my reductive. I still like the stock. I love the stock.
No, it's fine. Stock is fine.
I love the stock reductive right there, man. That's just me. And we talking about additive. I like SSL stuff too, though. I like the SSL channel. I like to use the SSL channel on the bus.
Now, what about your favorite compression plugin?
The R.
I was getting ready to say the Tweeze special. Or channel blood. Or channel
blood. You get that or. If you got an aura in your compressor, then you know what I'm saying. Your aura starts with the R.
Got the
then,
or.
Yeah, we can work. So it's aura.
I'm Renaissance compressor.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Both of y'all. I use Renaissance like for the most part, but overall I'm using an 1176 on my entire vocal west.
Cause old compressors, that makes me confusing. I think I just like the alt compressor. I guess for me, just visually, I just understand it more. I don't know why. It's weird.
I like the warmth on the R compressor, and then I also like the R Vox when I'm trying to just like level out a bunch of vocals. I like the R Vox.
I gotta get better at using that because I really want to step away from using the JJP on my vocals. I only use that for like volume. I really don't use it to like effect.
Oh, okay. Because the JJP be spicy to me. I like it, but it's just kind of bright.
Yeah. So I don't use it for that. I use it just for like make the vocals cut through better.
Those were old times.
But I'm trying to figure out ways to step away from it though.
I still remember the day the first time I saw that magic thing. Oh, the magic, when we first saw the magic on the JJP, I'm like, what is this?
Man, those were old times, man. We were desperate. We were desperate.
I think you showed me that drink. Was it you? I think you probably one of the first people to show me that drink, Cam. That JJP.
I'm here to tell you though, bro. Like, there's a way to get that same crispiness with just 2 EQs.
With 2 EQs and less, what do we call them that? Computer power usage?
Yeah.
Computer power.
Yeah, SJJP do run up your jump though. You be like, kill. I cut you off. I'll take you. Make you inactive, brother.
Young Pewig.
Say again?
Young Pewig.
Oh, yeah.
So you Renaissance man on the compressor?
Yeah.
That's y'all the Renaissance guys.
Trying to think of another
give you a bag. Pay my guys.
Yeah, where you at, man? Send me a shirt or something. Like, put Tweeze on the back because we've been working.
Pay my guys. This nigga definitely made some bread off that out compressor.
We've been working, man.
You taught me how to use that shit.
We've been working.
I've been working that,
man. Send me something, man.
Cause I just hate over compressed vocals, bro. You hear the in the all name vocals. I was like, oh my god.
Sometimes that'd be the mic.
Yeah. But even then, it's like you gotta know how to. I guess I just with recording. But it all depends on the artist recording too. Sometimes you can't control that.
Facts.
You be like, damn, this ain't crank, but the recording is horrible.
Hell yeah. What about you guys' favorite like limiter?
I can keep it a buck because look, I used to fuck with the L2, but KM put me on to this L3 Ultra. It's something about it.
Just
I think I use that sometimes.
It's something about the L3 Ultra. It's like I used to think that they was all pretty much something about the L3 Ultra, bro.
Shout out, no credit. K Diddy put me on the L3. He said, "Nigga, if you trying to get some shit placed, you better put that shit on your goddamn mix master." He said, "Your shit not gonna smack either way." I was like, "Yes, sir. You don't gotta tell me twice." Right. And watch like 3 videos after that.
I like Ozone joint.
Okay, the Ozone limiter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I moved away from that joint? CPU. That was when I had my old computer.
Yeah.
The CPU is smacking, nigga, on the Ozone plugins. So
you gotta be careful.
Nah, I mean I could probably use it now, like but yeah, I just haven't. You know,
the L2 or the L3. I think I use the L3. My mastering chain.
That shit is insane, bro. I don't know why it just smacks everything that's going through it, bro.
And plus, you can control the frequencies too. Like if it's like you want to make sure the bass is, you know what I'm saying?
The L3 is different, bro.
You control, yeah. I be using that. I've been using L3 for probably the past like year or two on my main.
Boom. I will tell you. I will give this out. This for other reasons. When you ever got that client, you need to handle the situation real quickly, but you want a dynamic level or increase. There's a thing called like the AG Master. Y'all know about that jump?
AG Master.
AG Master, like I was surprised. It gives you a quick, easy, and it's like it's real intuitive. So it allows you to really quickly get. It's not no finished product to me. But it's a fake master. You get that fake master so you can get the customer to understand what or understand where we're going.
Have you seen their real equipment in real life?
It's amazing.
That's an actual mastering console, the AG thing.
Oh man, we need
it. Yeah. Nah, I'm going Better Maker. I'm getting that Better Maker limiter, and then I'm getting that motherfucking Kush Clariphonic.
That EQ, that Kush EQ.
Yeah, that's all you need. And then a Portico. Those are the three that I want to do for like a mastering chain.
Do you have any advice for like maybe the young engineer that's like doing a lot of home stuff on how to get that master sound in their home studio, I guess, or like just understanding like how to accomplish that without them kind of programming in their head that it may be too loud because it's quote unquote in their house. You feel what I'm saying?
They turn the beat down.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Turn everything the fuck down.
Just turn it down.
And then that way you can record like a solid vocal.
Turn it down.
And once you get that solid vocal, then niggas like us can do our business.
Yeah.
Just turn it down.
Maybe next week I'll show y'all niggas a record that I did from a nigga that recorded his shit in like Audacity.
You know what I'm saying? But in reality, put it like this, like you heard some shit right now, like some shit that's spinning. And I ain't gonna say which one because I think that takes away from everything. Don't never play the Audacity record. They don't need to know. They've been jamming to it, popping champagne and popping corks and shit that was recorded in the houses. All right.
They always, a lot of shit be recorded in the crib.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, for that person who may not, I think even I had to learn this too. Creating headroom.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of engineers need to, if you really create headroom, it makes everything so much easier too. Like I said, when I start mixing, that's what I do. I kind of turn everything down first and then start, okay, fading up. Okay, this is why I want this is why I want that. I don't want too much here, too much there on the kicks. I want the kicks to come through. I want the snare to come through. I want the hi-hat to come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep everything low first, and then this is just me, and then turn everything up.
It's called a mix down for a reason.
Yeah. Then once you get comfortable with your headroom where you wanted that, or you see the peak and you're like, okay, bet, well, this is why I can turn everything up now to what I needed to.
Once you get to that point.
Yeah,
I like that. That's the same way too. I like the come from the bottom to the top.
That's my main thing. Leveling is everything. Once I learned that leveling, it makes your plug-in usage, you don't even need that much no more after that.
And don't sleep on your imaging. Sometimes you find yourself in like a thick of mud and you'll EQ, you'll reduce, you'll try to move things. And in reality, the problem you're having is an imaging issue.
Mm-hmm.
The mud you hear is from everything all being in the center, or all being panned. Or, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to vary where you're sending sounds and make sure that you're keeping them symmetrical so you don't have phase issues, but don't be afraid to vary. That's something that it took me some time to get to, like, oh, okay, everything don't gotta just be what we learned as the space of these things to go to. You know, you don't have to well, yeah, you don't have to. I was gonna say you don't have to center your snare all the way and all this stuff every time. But,
you can have it like 85 to 100.
You can move some shit around, y'all. Yeah, I can do that. It's cool.
I do that too. Just to, like you said, I think creating space too. You gotta create space for everything. So especially you working with an instrumental that has a lot of tracks on it, or a vocalist who does a lot of takes. You gotta really, really do that. I mean,
I was gonna say that I can tell you a track that was very difficult to do that on because the producer had like 87 instruments.
Sheesh.
An instrumental.
Sheesh.
And we had a vocalist on the record and all that. It was that Internet James Flavor record. It was produced by the Count, featuring Anik Khan.
Right.
Bro, that was one of the most difficult mixes I've ever had to do, just because like it was so many fucking like layers, like some of the shit I was like, bro, I don't even know if we need this sound here, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
You try to be sneaky and take it out.
Not even. I'd straight up like, hey, dog, like we don't need this jump. Like I don't think we need this jump.
Like, it don't go nowhere.
Yeah, you just adding stuff, and then I guess what you said. You said 87 instrumental pieces.
Yeah,
tracks. Damn, could your computer even run?
It was tough. I had to go to like uptown to another spot. That's how we ended up finding the uptown spot. Honestly, because like I needed a computer that could handle that session. My laptop at the time couldn't handle it.
Right.
I was just about to say, I didn't know. You know what I mean?
You said what?
I was about to say, I don't know why I got a memory of that. I think I remember seeing that.
No, literally, yeah. That was the I even brought internet there to finish the second verse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To your spot. But like I'm talking about Kenny's spot initially, that's why I ended up working there.
With the big, because he got the big,
he had the big computer. Yeah, we needed that shit. So shout out.
I think I was there when y'all was laying it down. I think I stepped out though, but I think I remember him working on that record.
Wendy Georgia Ave. Shout out that man. Shout out Wendy Georgia Ave.
That's all I was gonna say. Petworth. Shout out niggas at
respect,
Petworth. Yeah, man. Fuck that nigga, bro.
Shout out Petworth.
Man, shout out Petworth.
That shit.
The good niggas.
You gotta be a wild nigga for me to feel like you can't get shout out. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Good niggas from uptown. Yeah, they fuck with us. We locked in. Hell yeah, man. Y'all ready to get into these records?
What we been working on?
Yeah, let's get to it, man.
It's busting.
All right, so I need your joint, brother.
Y'all some shit.
I seen you sent yours all official and shit.
Come on, man. I was ready. I'll be ready every week.
I heard you. I was send my shit. You know, let me check.
Okay.
Check for mine again, man.
Okay,
check for mine one more time because I'm pretty sure I sent it prior to it.
You sent email?
Yes, sir.
Bet you it's there.
I got you. I got it.
Tweeze like, nah, nigga, I sent that shit. What you talking about? You talking about? Give my man a reaction on that joint.
You got it. You load it up. Load it up.
Faces of jump shots going in.
Hey.
All right. So you're gonna go with
Okay.
I'm gonna go with your joint first. What's the name of this joint, brother?
This joint is titled Richie Porter, and it's by a young bull by the name of Lil Low from the city.
Hard.
It is nice. I produced this joint, mixed the joint, master, enjoy.
I'm in the trap, you can come place an order. I got bitches shit called the border. You not survive, you jump my water. I'm trying to flood the city, Richie Porter. Why would I switch out a dime for a penny? I had to switch out a dime for a quarter. OG's in the past and I'm fucking this door. You heard me get whacking, that's just in that order. I'm in the trap, you can come place an order. I got bitches shit called the border. You not survive, you jump my water. I'm trying to flood the city, Richie Porter. Why would I switch out a dime for a penny? I had to switch out a dime for a quarter. OG's in the past and I'm fucking this door.
Auto-tune.
I'm hitting donuts. No, I ain't fucking with cigs. Can't die, ain't doing no bid, ain't told no sin. I got Glock and no, I ain't never had a point to live. But I got stay tight and I'ma play light. Don't forget and I never forget. These niggas be pigs. I gotta get it, I never forget about the shit that you did. I ain't losing my life. I gotta stay with a pipe. Got a gun, I don't play with no knife. I'm living that life. I know I can't live it twice. Fuck it, I'm up for the night. Ain't here for the hype. I'm only here for the light. Fuck it, the douche and the Sprite. Nigga, I'm tight. I told my nigga I ever get on, I'ma make sure he right. I'm about to blow up, I fucking show up, then I go back and relax in the telly. Perk got me slowed up, bitch just showed up. Blow out her back with the dick in her belly. Go pick a load up, she getting toe up. She told me fuck me like you never met me. They hate up, so up, nigga, I glowed up. Throw me a party, go get the confetti. I'm in the trap, you can come place an order. I got bitches, you can call the border. You not survive, you jump my water. I'm trying to flood the city, Richie Porter. Why would I switch out a dime for a penny? I had to switch out a dime for a quarter. OG's in the past and I'm fucking this door. You heard me get whacking, that's just in that order. I'm in the trap, you can come place an order. I got bitches, you can call the border. You not survive, you jump my water. I'm trying to flood the city, Richie Porter. Why would I switch out a dime for a penny? I had to switch out a dime for a quarter. OG's in the past and I'm fucking this door. You heard me get whacking, that's just in that order. I got bitches.
Okay.
That's right. That's some dope joint, bro.
And man, I think that's his most like industry ready record he's got.
Okay,
That's just
Right.
That's what I try to do for the youth.
How that be come about? Was that something you just made live, or just something you already had like in the cut?
That's co-production with one of my young boys out here. Shout out Post. His Instagram is at @ODamnPost, man. And,
okay.
Yeah, his shit is tight. He got some good loops. And, I'll be flipping them joints and putting them together.
Right.
So yeah, we did that. Shout out my young boy, man. Yeah. He like that. He like both of them. Both of them young boys gonna be very successful. And they're gonna be out here. So
that's hard. I love when producers get the
What it do, Tweeze? What it do, Tweeze?
It's some mixed by Tweeze.
I'll tell you what it do. All right. We're working on an event. This is at Ben Bow. All right. Out of Maryland. And this is produced by Glass. He's actually from, I'm gonna butcher this shit. He's from Sweden, I think. I think he's Swiss. That's how I remember.
What it do, Tweeze?
So let's go with that. But it's Glass though. Glass. That's my man GLA $. He be fucking shit up for Ben. And this is another one, man. Ben gets so bad. It's called In the Cold.
So bad, yeah. It's bad, I'm out here in the cold. It's really feeling lonely. Got nowhere else to go. Need someone who can hold me. I'm out here in the cold. It's really feeling lonely. Got nowhere else to go. Need someone who can hold me. Yeah. I need someone I can hold. Feel like I could lose control. I've been popping all these pills. Feel like I could overdose, but I'm never losing hope. I know one day I'ma glow. I hope one day that all this pain, it was for you. You'll find out my love was true. Always vibing in the stew. Think that I should hit you up. I've been lonely, missing you. This music is calling me from inside the other room. I just wish one day you knew I do all this work for you. I'm out here in the cold. It's really feeling lonely. Got nowhere else to go. Need someone who can hold me. I'm out here in the cold. It's really feeling lonely. Got nowhere else to go. Need someone who can hold me. Yeah.
So how that record come about?
Ben is he's a real eclectic musician. He picks up on different vibes. A lot of artists right now are kind of like freestyling and writing in the moment, and he does that too. But it's more about he kind of feeds off the beat. So he locked in with Glass and them some beats, and kind of like kept playing through until he found a beat that he had something to speak on.
Right. And
he kept saying that beat, he felt like, he had a story, something like in the wilderness,
Gotcha.
He came up with that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like it sounded like how many I guess like takes did he have on there? Like was it like all one lead vocal?
No, he had it was one lead vocal, right?
Right.
He wanted to give the idea of being, once we got like the message of the song, was like the idea of being outside.
Okay.
Also, the feeling of the song is supposed to give the idea of more like someone who is singing, and that's why I put all of that shimmer on sound and like push it back, because the idea is like he's outside, he's in the cold, he's trying to give this message to the people inside. Like, he starts talking about missing his girl, how he feels when he's around the girl, and all that stuff, lonely and all that stuff. So you're outside, but you're so close to the feeling of connection. You can see it, you know it, you can feel it, you're familiar with it, but you can't. There's something blocking you, and it's cold. Gotcha. So I think the idea was to give him that wilderness feel. So he got like 3 different takes, and it comes up a little louder as we get into that last hook.
Right.
That build up is more like, it's almost like he's now, like that Tupac shit, like Fuck it, I'm yelling now.
Yeah.
I've been telling you I'm trying to get inside. Fuck it, no more acting nicely. You know what I'm saying? I got nowhere to go. He's in that. Right. I got nowhere to go. It reminds me of like that, like I want to say like Simple Plan, if you're familiar. Like that's some like alternative rock vibes. And
yeah, I can hear it. That's how I was like, okay, so let's see what this is going. I would listen to it. Let's see where this is going to go.
I want to hear more of that from him.
Yeah, he's going to go.
Tell him. I'm going to tell him. I like it too.
Oh yeah, I'm acting like I don't have a hand in that.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Highlight on me. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, like, oh yeah, he's love to hear more. Like,
I'd love to hear more from the guy.
No, that's that Parks bullshit right there. That's that Parks bullshit. And they be working with the nigga and be like, yeah, he could definitely do this more. Like, nigga, you recorded this. Like,
right. You tell that nigga.
Like, I'd seen you. I know. I saw the title credits, Parks. Like,
you see him in the sneaky calling on the battle.
That's what I was, bro. That's what I was talking about, bro. But this nigga Parks was there. He was there.
Shout out to Ben, though. Shout out to Ben, man. Working through the Rona, sending records, keep recording records, doing this thing, man.
Bo, what you been working on, Mique?
Actually, this is a R&B track, another R&B vibe joint. We're bringing R&B vibe. Songs by a girl named young lady Mique. I hope I got it right. Mique. It's called Love Rain, but I got a quick story. I hope people learn a lesson in this story real quick. So about this session. So what happened was one of my good homeboys from high school. He did a photography or whatever, but he wanted to do like a project where he wanted like get some women to rap together on the track. So it was I think it was supposed to be 3 girls. We only did 1 girl came because the other 2, they thought he was on some janky stuff, or like they kind of prejudged him before they even knew the situation. So they got to the studio. Mind you, this is at a steep Palace Red. So I guess they coming from somewhere in the city. I don't know. They're from Southside, Uptown. I can't remember. So they came to that. They pulled up and tried to say, "Oh, he was on some janky stuff. Why didn't tell him? Why didn't he tell them the studio was in the quote unquote house?" Right? Mind you, now we all been to there.
Bring your nigga, man. Bring your nigga and shut up.
So they bluffed out. So the young lady came in, Mique came in. So the track with my man's was had the rap on was the Jada Kiss We Gonna Make It instrumental. She went in. Like she went in on some like Foxy Brown vibes, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we still had like an extra like maybe an hour and 20 left. Because he was like, he paid for the session already, so he kind of was like, he was trying to like, what you want to do? And she was like, yeah, well, I do got a song that I was working on. So we all like, yo, go ahead, like, do your thing. Like, you kind of got like, you finesse, like you can finesse the whole session for yourself, and that wasn't even the plan. So what came out of that was this.
Okay, I like that delivery.
Now you've been watching these battles.
So stuff came out of that was this.
Now, mind you, when I first heard her, she was rapping, right? I didn't know she did all this. No, check this out.
Between the moon and the stars, babe. Sweet in your arms, babe.
I'm about to say, give me some volume, man.
Turn me up.
This night I proclaim it safe. I swing your way just to stay sane. I swing your way for a mind upgrade. You see the good in me when they see the worst. You welcome my energy, and for yours I thirst. So come on, pull up, let's make some real love. Cause something special waiting for you, baby. I hope you feel like me. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Of your love, babe. Cover me, I need it, please. Shower me like love, rain. Of your love, babe. Of your love, babe. Cover me, I need it, please. to the sky. I gave my soul for too many, and please, you have my heart. Don't leave me disheartened. Don't try to discard. I gave my soul for too many, and please, you have my heart.
Oh, you can betches.
That was sneaky. I was like, that was one of the things. I was like, wait a minute, what was going on?
Nah, we got to get her at the lab, bro. She can do references for Tony.
That shit is hard.
And she definitely she was dope, bro. Like that's one of the models she hit me up, want to work again. I'm like, yes, what we doing?
That's like one of them beautiful moments that you have in engineering when you have that moment when an artist shocks you and they just come with something like whoa, you got that too? Like, damn shit. Like that
it doesn't happen often, but when it happens.
Wow, that should be crazy.
Nah, for real. That is like tight though, for real. Like when you get a surprise joint.
Yeah, and she said that and she knocked the text out long enough. She said that she wanted to, like sometimes, most of the time we make songs on our own, or we get with an artist who once they saw them, they want to sit down and mix it with you, but they kind of have no idea what they talking about. Mm-hmm. She was right there with me, like, this is what I want. So like certain delays, like that's what she wanted. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I just did that. You know what I mean? So
no, that's fun too when the nigga can help, like paint the picture.
Yeah,
always great.
Can help. Not hurt, because there's always that man that does too much.
Hey, you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, turn that joint up. It's loud. Turn it up some more, bruh. I can't turn it up no more.
Is anything worse than the slide me to the right, the slide me to the left, the slide me to the right?
Yo, I work with this one dude. So we never worked in the studio. It's like online mixing. So that's like kind of like that, right? Like, yo, can you slide the first verse a little to the left? It's it's too much now. I'm like, bro, I can't. Like, no, I'm gonna leave it where it's at. I'm not about to keep doing this back and forth. Or you know what I'm saying? You got that. I know what you mean though. Like, cause sometimes they be so offbeat. You be like, bro, you gonna have to just go in there and do it again real quick or something.
That's my favorite.
Like, you just getting lazy because
I love that awkward moment.
We all got them clients that like they used to you and you get your skill and they understand. So if they've gotten lazy, so they'll say things and they'll be like, "Hey, can you move it right here?" It's like, bruh, you just recorded right there and didn't say nothing. Like you could have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that be funny, man.
Definitely funny.
The punch in, punch out, that style's cracking me up. That's like man, because you just constantly every one bar. I pull up, stop. On your block, stop. Shoot it up, stop.
I love it. Let's go, kids.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep it going. I'll nudge you over. Be on beat. Be good.
I'm telling you, it's not just the kids though. You know what I'm saying? It's what I was about to say. It's also that you guys ever had that moment where you like they'll ask you to change something and you about to change it and before you change that, like, yeah, like that. Yeah. And it's like I didn't. You just kind of.
That's my favorite because I'm a troll. Because you know me, I'll act like I'm doing something and then press the space bar and be like,
yeah. All you do, you press the space bar and turn up the monitor real quick and then put it back on. Yo, yeah, that's so quick, bruh.
Y'all see me do it all the time. Y'all watch me do it all the time, bruh. That is my go-to, nigga. Like, you want me to change that joint? No, for sure. Let me just see if you really can hear. Mm-hmm. Then if you don't notice it, then I'm like, all right, bet I'm holding this nigga right now. Let me. All right, bet.
It's like the engineer's version of like, you know what I'm saying, rubbing a nigga face in a locker or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what, you want me to change the jump? Oh yeah, I got you.
Nigga.
Hey, Crank. Bitch.
Got you. Got your dumb ass.
You want the ad-libs louder. Man, come on, bro. Ain't about to no gang 100 times.
Oh, you're right. Let's just put that over the main. Fuck it. Fuck it. Oh, fuck it. We're here. We're here.
Hey.
We're here. And as you engineer, you start to develop the best way to like passively aggressively tell the nigga that they doing something wrong. You'll say things like, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that you wanted the ad-libs to drown out the verse. I'll do it. That's. Oh, I got you. I'm gonna put it.
You know what, man? My bad, bro. I ain't even know. You know what you doing for real, KM. You know what you doing for real. My fault. It's the illest reverse psychology.
It works.
I love doing that. I love doing that. That's
or then you get the one person tries to explain something to you, they can't get the terminology right. They like, can you make it sound like we in a bathtub in the water? Water?
Clients, we appreciate song references.
Yeah.
Name a song. Find it.
I'm trying to sound like a scuba. I'm trying to make the joint sound like I'm a scuba diver. You're like, huh?
What song is that you're trying to reference? Scuba diving or what?
Bruh, I will never laugh at you if you say, bruh, can you put me like underwater, like in the Mike Will joints? Like if you say something like that, I will never laugh at you. But if you keep trying to explain it to me and you don't reference it, I'm gonna be frustrated.
Or keep it the on the joint. Keep it I'm like, what's that?
I know exactly what that is. It's a reverse.
Me too. I know exactly what it is too. Yeah, but I'll never click.
You be like, I'll be laughing. I'm like, say it again. What is it?
It sounds like I'm in a tunnel for real, Slim. It make me sound like that. Like I'm just.
I'm with the Travis Scott, Mo. Oh man, I want to sound like when they hit you with the. I want to sound like what's something from Ray Sherman?
Sway Lee.
Yeah.
No, my favorite is like. After a nigga records, right, he'll listen back and he's like, do I sound like that? I'm like, yes, nigga, that's exactly how you sound, bro. Yeah, bro, that's you. I just don't like how I sound. Well, change your goddamn voice, bro. Like I'm one of them engineers that's I'm not tweaking nothing or nothing. This is you coming in. You feel me? So
we gotta figure out what you sound like.
Yeah, your voice sucks.
Or when the tune be way too off, when they just too off key what they singing.
Can you change it? Auto-tune key?
That's my favorite. Yeah, I think I just would sound good. No, you wouldn't. You would just sound good if you sang it better. See,
that's really the only solution, actually.
I'm the awkward moment. I love the awkward moment where it's eyeball to eyeball with a client or even a big name. And it's just like, you fucked up. You fucked up.
That's not the right key.
I would like, you gonna have to, what I do, I'll stop you. I'm like, all right, no, you gotta do that again, bro. Let's start over.
You're a crazy guy.
I've actually gotten to the point where my favorite flow is to just I just run it back. It's just going. But so if they fuck up, we don't have the conversation. You don't know because
I run it back to
blank. It'll be blank when you come back. There's no playback. So
then I hit you with the damn, you didn't keep that jump. So that's why I always keep the jump and I play it back. And then after I play it back, I'm like, all right, I don't like that joint.
And see, my thing is, like the ones that I have a good connection with, my man. I'm like, you ain't keep that jump. I'm like, no. That's it. They'll be like, all right, man. That's
like, nah, bro. You could have, you had like an 85 on that joint. I need you to get to 100, bro. Let's do it. Let's not do that.
Nah, facts.
It's like you're saying 6 lines. Like 6 lines is 6 words. I mean, 6 words. So,
pull on your block. Shoot at
let's just get the 6 words correct.
All on my Glock. I got a Glock.
Oh, but you guys, this is my biggest pet peeve is the guys who they love to retake and they take things, they got the good perfection, right? But they record 12 bars, and then when I'm playing it back, they constantly want to do over the first 4 bars. I'm like, bruh. They're like, yeah, do it over. I'm like, bruh. I'll let you do it a couple times. I'm like, bruh. So let's just do the first 4 bars and stop then.
Yeah.
What? I'll lose my flow. Like,
but you're losing your flow. But we go into 12 bars. But we've yet to hear 8 bars of 5 to 12.
That's why I appreciate the punchers.
Right.
That's why I can sit there and record a nigga that's punching every bar because it's like he understands the value of digital tracking. We're not using tape.
That's what we're here for. You do not have to you do not have to rap your entire 12 bars to get the first 4 right.
Bruh, and it's so frustrating working with people like that. That's like, Woo, man.
You gotta convince him. Listen, bro, I got you. It ain't gonna sound like a punch and just.
Yeah, it's a trust thing. That's
what trust me. And it's like,
go ahead.
I prefer the guys who say they want to rap the whole 12 through because they can't get the 12th bar right because they want to rap it. That makes sense to me. Because at least I know when we do get it done, we're finished. But the whole idea of us rapping.
Just to start all over again.
It's just useless rap. It's useless rap.
No, just waste your time. Please waste your time and my time. You know what I'm saying? Because I could be making beats or, I could be mixing something like.
I call those the booth lovers. Yeah. The booth lovers. They love to record them so they come out, they listen, and they're like, hey, bruh. I can add one more ad lib.
Oh, no. Take this one out. Take the from the second verse and put that in that joint. Yeah.
Okay. So I got an observation. Can we say the internet is what gives these people too much insight into how the actual music is made to where they think they have to do that at the indie scale?
It's half-ass internet, half-ass information.
I think I would agree with that. Half-ass, yeah.
I agree. The world is flooded with it, and that causes this like they think they know, so they're like, oh yeah, that's me. Then, not to mention, this is something I really have a problem with, like a real issue. But like Empire, is it Empire? Yeah, that's the right thing. Empire, any of those fucking little shows that aren't like real, that have
like Glee and all that.
Yeah, they have music in them. They have these like moments where they have like a mic in a glass room that's not connected to anything, and then niggas standing
no headphones,
and they singing the rapping their heart out.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh yeah, and then they have this moment where they look terrible rapping. And it's like everyone assumes, or the feeling is they suck right now. Then they say the same words with a happy face.
Right.
And it's like, oh, and it's like no paying attention. They added the bass to the track. They added the drums to the track. It's like all this other shit that's not real in music goes on, and people watch that, and even though they don't think it's real, it consumes their.
I know what you're talking about. It was a scene in Empire, bro, when they what's his name, Lucius, he was in jail, and they made a beat, and they made a song while he's in jail.
Like, bro, that's not how that works.
Hey, so why he had like multiple vocal takes with that joke? Like, I was like, bro, what's going on?
Bro, this is just not how it goes.
Is it me, or is Lucius the most unskilled musician character of all time in terms of placement and money? It's ridiculous. It's like he's got like a Fisher Price kit in the house. It's like they go to like the flashbacks, and you'll see like him with a Fisher Price kit. He's like, yeah, I had to get it.
I think we just all stopped watching after that one episode in the first season. Like the whole country, like they had us for like the first like 5, and then I was just like, all right, this.
I was like, yeah,
because I do this. This is
I mean, I think the internet, and then like, but I do. Yeah, I agree, because to be honest, a lot of people now they say digital recording as a handicap. A lot of these dudes, they can't rap. They can't. Let's be honest, a lot of these dudes really can't. I ain't even talking about lyrical talent. I'm just about performance wise. They can't really rap.
Nah, they can't like rap a 24.
Yeah, I ain't saying rap a 24. Like, can you rap a 16 all the way through without having to figure out, like, because when you do that little punch in, punch out style, like you 9 times out of 10, they're not giving themselves no breaths.
True.
So audibly, how can you perform that on the stage? You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
you're really writing rhymes to where you literally can't perform them. You see what I'm saying?
I agree, and that's, you know what? It's funny you say that. I as an exercise, I try to write songs and catch different vibes. Right?
Yeah.
So writing that song, I experienced, like, when I'm playing it back, I was like, damn. So I'm like, I stole the young nigga's cadence. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote the song, and it's like when I'm recording, I'm like, bro, this shit is actually illiterate in terms of the sense that, like,
there's no commas.
There's no way.
Semicolon.
Like you said, I noticed exactly what you were saying. I noticed more so when I was trying to like say it through, because like in my style is like record a piece, and then say it all. But there was no way to say it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because
I think about Mar on that Jump On It track. There's no breath breaks.
And I think that comes from the words just being less important now.
He said, "Bitch, get a lick, get a hit off the deuce. Say, fucking the business guy with the two blade." I mean,
how can you perform? You can't perform that, bro. It's like,
well, yes, you can.
Yes,
you can, because look, if the whole crowd is finishing is your emphasis track.
No, but that's what I mean. That's what I mean. No, I'm talking about, can you rock the stage though with that style?
Yes.
Like if you're by yourself, no.
Yeah.
But if it's 30,
you got crowd
on stage,
participation on that, of course.
Never be
Yeah.
by yourself though. That
Well,
whole
if it's-
genre, it's participation.
Yeah,
That's
but
how I
I'm saying,
feel.
let's say
It's
you
call
on
and
stage by
response.
yourself, no hype man, nobody, you just on doing your thing.
Nope, you couldn't do it.
I don't think
that's
you
what-
could.
I think that's why you have like a lot of those musicians when they get to those moves in the amped room or in the room where you got to freestyle or like not even deliver it. They're not even freestyle anymore. Not even make it up on the spot, but you got to deliver like that open mic delivery video that we've been seeing getting really popular.
Yeah, like your free quote unquote freestyle verse or whatever.
Right. They're picking songs or they're changing songs because they don't deliver in the same way without a beat or without they don't deliver. They just don't come across the same way because like they giving them like these random beats and they're just like rapping their random verse on it, and it's like you can tell the difference between the guys who can transfer these jumps to different beats and shit, and the guys that don't have songs to transfer to other beats because they're like you said they rap with no space, so there's no transfer. It's
No
like
space.
it goes on that beat. It's not like it's not like a message that you can say. You know what I'm talking about? Like you seen like people right now. Mique is killing shit, right? When he gets all these. But that comes from the way that they're rapping leaves so much room for you to be able to plug and play so many thoughts and concepts. So you can rap forever and freestyle forever in comparison to these guys.
You know, like Mique, he'll do like a woo woo in the middle of a verse or hey, like there's something that just catches his breath a little bit.
And that's what allows him to do records with Drake and it allows him to do records with LMA. Like because having a cadence and we don't even have cadence here. There's no cadence really
it's a flood. It's like it's a big example, and that's why I was not surprised by like the fact that Gunna can't freestyle. Of course he can't. I mean, why should he? I'm not saying he should. He has to or nothing, but I'm just saying, of course he can. Because it's not really.
I mean, the cadence. If you do have some, it is a little small cadence.
Cadences have a rest.
Yeah, that's more like a clock. That's more like it has rhythm, like the rhythm of a clock.
That shit is no rhythm because them niggas don't put their rest in the logical spot ever in the time signature.
Yeah, it's like I was like, how do you breathe? I was like, I listen to somebody. I was like, how the hell did he breathe on this song?
They just don't put it in the logical. They never put the rest in the logical spot, and it's so frustrating, dog. That shit is like, oh, my nigga, music.
There's only certain dudes who I do like that really use that flow, that really finesse it very well. Like old Q the Fool,
Flop.
Does it well.
Hey, I like No Savage.
No Savage, he good with it. He good with it too.
I like No Savage.
No Savage is good with it too, because he be rapping though. That's the thing. He really like. I could tell he puts thought into what he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Low.
That record you just played was pretty cool.
Come on, man.
Space.
Yeah. Get some vibes that sounds like it could play right after a Lil Baby record. You know. That's important.
I think that's the key to that flow. You got to know how to. If you're going to use that flow, you got to know how to finesse it.
I think our era floods a lot more than other areas. Like I think the only other area that floods like that is probably like maybe like Chicago.
But you know what it is, right? Tweeze. You know what it is, right? Tweeze. This is our first, DC, whatever, Maryland. This is our first quote unquote signature flow.
Yeah, I agree.
Like this is our, you know what I mean? Like New York got, rappers. A rapper from Queens gonna sound different from a rapper from Brooklyn. You feel me? Or down south of Atlanta rapper gonna sound different from a Florida guy, or West Coast, a LA guy gonna sound different from a Bay Area type of dude.
I agree, but kind of though, because I think that there's still different ways of flooding that have still been our way. Like when I think about like Wale on the No Hands remix, and a whole lot of loud and a little backwood. He's still giving us these pauses and he's still
insane
musical,
bars,
but he's still flooding.
He flooded that verse.
It's still the style. It's when I say flood, I'm talking about the 12 feels like 16, or the 16 feels like 32, or you get what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm getting a lot of messages because you're putting so many syllables in words, and that's kind of us. That's us. That is our thing. That's like overall it's our thing. But I think that we were doing that. What is that? 2014. I think that was already happening, and I think it was happening on a major level. I think it just wasn't appreciated. Or understood that that's the same thing or different variation of it when we hear the new guys. The new guys are still doing a variation of flooding. It's still flooding.
And this is the flow and this is like I said, hip hop out here is still in a
9
baby
years
phase.
old.
So it's like this is like some of these guys, this is the only flow they know. These new guys coming that's like 18, 19, that's all they know.
New York has had hip hop for almost 50 years.
Yeah, so of course they got different flows, and still it's still kind of like a very obvious New York flow. I think the best places and the places that are winning right now are the ones that have unidentifiable twang. Right? I think of like Roddy Ricch.
Mm-hmm.
His persona, we know that's from California.
Yeah.
When I listen to a record, it doesn't give me any like certain place of like that's the twang. There's another people, there's more people.
OT
like
Genesis is good at that too.
Right.
I be forgetting like he'll do a record, you only know it's him. And he be like, oh shit, that is. Then it'd be
that's winning. I think that.
And then it'd be a knocker too. Like it'd be
PNB Rock.
Yeah.
I think PNB Rock. I think that's the definition of, you know how like pop. The idea of the definition of pop music is always ever changing because it's just popular, right?
Right.
So now that hip hop is the most popular, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that regionless sound is like the pop of rap.
Right.
You get what I mean? Like
that's what you're saying.
Jack Harlow.
Yeah, if it's regionless, I don't even these people's names like even like what's my man's name? Just that quick, let's get him. Not no cap, but Rallo Rodriguez.
I wouldn't call that regionless.
See, I think
like Atlanta.
See, but I don't like to confuse the idea of knowing the people and their characters are from certain places. And
I can hear the music. Definitely.
I think the ones that Rallo, I think he has music that is very southern, but I think the ones that have been mainstream or popular, like Baby sounds like nothing sometimes, like regionless sometimes too.
I kind of get what you're saying. You're saying like it's just like you can hear like I think even Travis Scott to an extent, that has a very broader sound than what a traditional quote unquote Houston sound.
Regionless, I agree.
Yeah,
sounds like he just spent some time in Atlanta.
Yeah, even Atlanta. But okay, with that being said, Atlanta. The reason I guess I'm still saying the same thing is that Atlanta has become so broad of a sound. Like the Southern sound is so broad and it has become a part of this pop thing. So it's like, it doesn't necessarily, like something sounding like Atlanta doesn't necessarily give me the region feel. It just sounds like what's popular to me.
No, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm
saying? That makes sense because what's popular down there is what's popular in the country.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so yeah.
I get that part where
is the Canada sound popular too? Real popular right now? The Canada, the Canada
Toronto is definitely
huge, like
top 5 right now in regions to go to for a vibe.
I think that's that's like that's the thing that it'll always compete. I think right now Atlanta, like I said, is a pop thing. That sound is so pop and it's almost like it's added into regionless to me. So it takes that reign. It'll probably have that reign for maybe like 10 more years. Maybe 10 more years, or maybe 20, right? Mm-hmm. But there would be a constant, always ever changing between what's the second and third and fourth most.
Because like right now,
Canada flow is like second or third. Like that idea of like, what's my man's name? Not Pop Smoke, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. But the other guy with that British drill shit too is also
Fabio.
Yeah,
I was just about to speak on. You just took that. I was about to speak on that. Like New York kind of take using the UK vibes now, they made a whole new wave of music now.
Man, look, all that's nice, but LA is always gonna be top, bro.
See, but then even when I talk about LA, the people that I talk about LA, that is also a regionalist sound. The ones that are really killing, not the one, not their personality, not who they are.
Regionless because it's popular though. Just like same thing with Atlanta. It's not because it doesn't have its own vibe.
No, I agree.
Detroit niggas would not rap like they rap the way they rap if LA wasn't, the biggest influence.
For sure. That's another
in California,
right
the Bay wasn't the biggest influence.
Hell yeah, I agree. Because like
there's, go ahead.
All them Detroit niggas sound like Oakland to me.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and it's accepted and it's okay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Whereas, like, bro, who sounds like ashy New York right now. For real. Only ashy New York niggas still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now it's the privileged New York niggas from upstate and shit. It's rapping like they from fucking Brooklyn. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a different time. You know what I'm saying? But the main constant has been West Coast music. Like, even through Atlanta's rise, West Coast music has always remained, like, there's always been a vibe coming from out west. Like,
right. And that's what I say. So if I had to break it down, it'd be like, Atlanta's like, what's our best thing to say? Maybe Atlanta's like Nike in the shoe game, if I was branded
I would say
and what is Cali? Because Cali is something that's like, Cali is also the major thing. So like,
because Cali is always going to be that feel good summertime,
but it's got to be different too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I feel like when I say it's Adidas, it's like there are people that fuck with Adidas, not only just because they fuck with Adidas, but they fuck with Adidas and not fuck with Nike. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then you say Jordan then. Like,
that's what I was gonna say. I feel like Atlanta's Jordan.
Atlanta's Jordan. I was gonna say LA is Jordan. I was gonna say LA is Jordan.
Yeah. So New York is more.
I feel like New York and LA are Adidas and Nike.
But I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then Atlanta's Jordan. That's how that goes. And then everybody else can fight for a 4th, and 5th, and 6th.
Because Memphis sounded kind of cut through a little bit. And then
Memphis is still just so close to Atlanta. You have to go through Atlanta in order to get out of Memphis.
Memphis is still job like. So you say Memphis is still like. Memphis is like.
It's like here. You still have to go somewhere else to get where you need to get. Like, you know, we still have to either go to New York, LA, or Atlanta. Living here, those are the 3. Like,
see, but I always think that Memphis gets a sneaky spot because of Tennessee.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel that way.
I'm just talking about the sound. You know what I mean? Like the Tennessee, Memphis sound. You feel me?
Oh yeah. I mean, they have a sound, but I mean, again, all of those people had to come through fucking Atlanta. Jazzy Faye, Drummer Boy, like they all had to come through Atlanta to get their shit.
LA, New York, and Nashville, though, right? Like where all the music is in LA.
I mean, music, but I'm talking about for urban music to flourish. It's New York, LA, and Atlanta. Yeah, it's not Nashville. Nashville is for country. Nashville is for blues and publishing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a couple New York artists had to go to Atlanta to get themselves popping, like French Montana, Nicki. They went down south and got their shit rocking. They
had to. They had to.
Off-brand. Well, that sounds crazy, but they're off New York.
But that's a conversation for another day. Fair enough. For sure. For sure. What else we got?
Looking up now.
That's it.
Yeah, we was just getting into our bag for no reason.
For no reason. We're looking at what, 2 hours and 30 minutes right now?
Yeah, I think we started around a little bit before 10:30.
Oh yeah, we can rock.
Yeah, man. Let's get on out of here, gentlemen.
Certain angles got me. I had a little MJ goatee coming in, huh?
Oh, you getting batches?
It was certain angles of lighting and shit though.
Okay.
Reality struck.
Rona had you at the heme.
What it do, Tweeze?
Y'all niggas, man.
Hey, okay.
Y'all niggas, man. So, let's see. Next battle is the 19th, right?
Yeah. Is it the 19th? Oh, 19th gonna be a good day.
Jordan!
Yeah, you got the Jordan dot dropping too. Oh, Jordan dot lit.
Oh yeah, we got a special treat for y'all. And what is it, 13? In 6 days, we got a treat for you guys.
Jordan!
Let them know.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I just got a new pair that came in today. I'm ready, bro.
Nah, I'm just ready to see the shit in my jaw to go.
Yeah,
I just hope they don't hold back. I hope they make this TVMA. You know what I mean?
I want to be real.
You know how I go.
I'm just gonna wear sweatpants and tuck in my t-shirt, and I'll be ready for that thing, baby. Or I'll get I'll wear some jeans, big jeans.
It's a big jeans.
Big jeans, baby.
Oh no, you wild, bro.
MJ, come on,
Gotta get there. Get there.
Oh nah.
you gotta take advantage of being in the house. You can really, really go ham with your spirit for events.
Nah, facts. This is gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight.
NBA.
I can't wait. No, I can't wait. This is gonna be tight. I just want to hear everybody talk that shit. Just talking shit like, you know, they got the stories. I'm ready to hear it.
Oh yeah, I think Steve Kerr got to break down that story when he got swung on by Michael Jordan.
I'm trying to hear it, bro. Like, bro, what happened, bro? How you like that?
I hope they play the dark side. That's all. I hope they really get the real shit. I don't want to just watch another come fly with me and shit.
All right, bro.
I want to hear Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen be like, "The fuck is Dennis coming over here for?"
Nah, I want to hear Scottie Pippen say, "Nah, but I was about to be a superstar for real until this nigga came back."
The whole time, look, I moved over and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was fucking up the money for real. And that's why I almost threw that chair at Tony Kukoc.
Hello.
What the fuck Phil was on. You know?
Yeah, we need that.
Facts.
Yeah, we need that kind of bump.
I'm ready. Like Steven Jackson was there. We need some real ones.
Real ones.
Real one.
Real ones,
yeah. That's crazy.
All right, y'all. We gonna sign out. Again, this is Sports Freaks right here.
Sports Freaks.
We'll holler at y'all.
With a Q, nigga.
With a Q. Follow us at Sports Freqs Pod on all platforms. Getting ready to drop our first video on YouTube. So we need to get our subscribers up. We got merch coming. All that good shit. Tap in with the kids.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Hey.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
I'ma play your letter. Yeah, I gotta keep it still. Yeah, that around, that's a still. Yeah, everybody got a still. Yeah, still. Yeah, still. Yeah, play with me, you can still. Yeah, play with me, yo, nigga got a still. Yeah, still. Yeah, I just miss.
All right.